taking shots at the enemy. I'm gonna make it to the top, leave a legacy. If I got something to say, you better let me speak. Turn it up a new degree, bitch, you ain't seen anything. I pop off with the new rock, electronic, blow the sonic roof up. I'm too honest when I take a few shots. They're too toxic, need to take the new song. And you cannot save me, 'cause I don't need saving. It's everything I've been chasing, all here for the taking. Don't wanna test your luck with me, I think I've had enough disease. I'm sick of all the bad thoughts, people who are half-nots.
You are not as tough as
I'm back, you know that I never left. I got tracks and some music that you never guessed. I don't slack, don't lose, learn your lesson yet. When I get to choose what I do, I'm like a weapon. I'm not sharp as many, but got hard. I'm ready to change scars to envy, to win large and plenty. I like to play fast, never change back. Calling out, I'll pay back, 'cause I'm great at that. Oh, you cannot save me, 'cause I don't need saving. It's everything I've been chasing, all here for the taking. Don't wanna test your luck with me, I think I've had enough disease. I'm sick of all the bad thoughts, people who are half-nots.
you are not as tough as
Don't wanna test your luck with me, I think I've had enough disease. I'm sick of all the bad thoughts, people who are half-nots, who are not as tough as me. Don't wanna test your luck with me, I think I've had enough disease. I'm sick of all the bad thoughts, people who are half-nots, who are not as tough as me.
What up, Nine?
Trapaholics Mixtapes.
As the 9% and word would say, make a better you, a better us.
Give them what they ask for.
Who do you think you are? I'm the word. Boy, I'm the one who put in the work.
When I move, is it a quick rumble? I will never ever fall, never stumble. And I don't need to be humble. Break down walls like Jericho crumble.
What up, though? What up, though? My bad, I ain't take that down. Yeah, man, what up, though? We back like we never left. We back like we never left. But the link is dropped. You know, I ain't gonna do the usual. But the link is dropped. Anybody want to come up and talk about those too? You know, or you know, ask questions about anything I said. Try to delineate or get a better understanding of how to apply it or what to expect from, you know, everything comes with something, man. Everything comes with something. So I ain't even check on my things, make sure everything's straight. Okay, yeah, we good to go. Yeah, we good to go. Dee. What up, though, Dee? I was just looking at your pictures earlier. Dee, you're a beautiful woman, man. I appreciate you coming through, supporting us, rocking out with us. Appreciate you riding with the 9. That's my 9. You know, this is what I'm saying. Like, when you begin to live in the gratitude, it's the things that, you know, Dee might not be thinking like, yeah, you know, I come and support. She might not think that's something big, but Dee been here since I've been here. Since I've been going live, Dee been here, you know, and the consistent support, the love, you know, that's something small that she's doing, but it means something big to me. Think about like when we get into the metaphysics of karma, the energy that we put out, you know, it goes out and it goes through a cycle. Now that cycle propels it. This is why they say what you put out, you get back in a full return. The little energy that you put out, by the time it reaches destination, because of it traveling, the way the energy is propelled or the way the energy goes, it picks up momentum. So the little things you do become major things to other people. Same thing with the bad, man. That's why I don't try to do nothing like with the intent of with malice intent. I do my best to not do nothing with malice intent. You know, I don't do nothing because of hate or, you know, stuff like that. Because I know it's gonna come back. You know, it's gonna come back. So, nah, those little things, I appreciate that. Mo, what it do, sis? What the business is? You're gonna say that realist. The realest one is in the building. My ninja. What it do with the business is? My brother Gary, my brother Atmosphere, the first one. And like you couldn't find the spot. You know where we hang out at. You're over here on the Word Channel, man. Chill. Minding our business. You know what I'm saying? Man, that's what, bro. I be so, you know, talking to Commander, she motivated me to go like hit other panels and stuff. It just, I don't know. I'm not finding the right spots, man, because like the people I do be want to talk to, they don't be dropping their link off, right? And then times they drop their link, but the people that are available, I'd be like, I'm straight, bro. I can't get up there. Nah, I can't. We ain't gonna be talking about that. Or what y'all talking about, I can't get into. I don't be doing all that. You know, I don't really care too much about people to be talking about. So, you know, I'm trying, man. I'm actively. It's easier on TikTok because most TikTok, but everybody on TikTok want to debate. Everybody want to debate, and sometimes I be in that mode. Like, let me tear this ass up real quick. Let me tear this. You know, what I'm saying? I be in that mode, like, man, I'm gonna. But most of the time I don't. I just be chill, man. Most of the time I be chill, laid back, you know. But when I get into like my big workouts, you know, I be having a little extra testosterone to throw around. I be in that mode, like. But most of the time I just be chill, laid back, though. So that's why I don't really go on there too much. But yeah, man. Back to the 42 I did. So yeah, I'm gonna go through them. I'm not gonna do 42 days. That's too long. I was thinking about that. Like, that's more than a month. I'm straight, bro. I can't do 42 days straight. I got ADHD. That shit kick in. I can't talk about the same thing. Like, I don't know. My mind work. I got too much stuff on my mind that I want to do. And to keep doing 40, I can't do it. So I'm gonna bunch it up. You know, I'm not gonna do more than 3 at a time, though. I don't think I can, because I wanted to keep the videos under 20 minutes. You know, so I could clip it and then clip it down to like 10 minutes. Right? When I clip it, it's gonna be probably down to 10 minutes. You know, but that's the idea. Do a 20-minute video, clip it to 10. You know, put the meat and potatoes out there. Anything else, they can go to the after show and listen to. Oh, my brother Gary in the back. Hold on, bro. I thought I heard something. What it do with the business is?
Mic check, mic check.
I hear you loud and
Can you
clear.
hear me? Alrighty,
Yeah.
alrighty. What up, though?
What it do with the businesses?
I don't know, man. Taking this thing into perspective, man. That second, the gratitude. I don't remember it verbatim. All I know is I translate that to making the best out of a bad situation. Some people don't know that. You can still.
Did I lose you? Can y'all hear Gary?
No, I'm here.
Here you go.
I'm here. Mic check. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Mic check. Mic check. Okay.
Yeah.
No, I was just saying, like you can gain something from a negative aspect, right? Sometimes it can help you elevate to a place that you never would have even got to unless you go through the experience. That's why, a lot of the times when I say adversity makes you more diverse, people like, what do you mean? I'm saying if you go through a situation and then you come out of it, even if it's a tragedy or a trauma, and you not overcome it, but you elevate from it, and you see the lesson that you learned from it. That is you showing gratitude from a bad situation, and now you know how to get away from it, step away from it, and become a better version of yourself. I think if people took a lot of time to really understand what that meant, or to put it on display, they will be better people.
I know people who grew up in the hood and went to jail and they came out and it made them better people. They got their life together. They start doing, but it was that experience that they went through going to jail, having their freedom took away. Then I know people who went through the same thing and became worse. So it's always what the person learned from the experience, what they took out from the experience. So you can tell people who allow the experience to mold them, and then you can tell the people who take the experience to mold. So sometimes the experience itself molds them, but sometimes the person can take that energy from that experience and mold it. So, I mean, that's why I say that, it took a while, but I get to a point where I don't, when you take away morality, right? Take away morality. How do you determine something good or bad? Basically by the way you feel. So most people don't even use morality when they judging things good or bad. It's predicated upon how they perceive it, how they feel about it. And
Right.
once that judgment, good or bad, that's how they approach it. I'm gonna approach this instead of approaching it for what it is. You have to look at the existence of things to understand if it's beneficial or if it's detrimental. Should you avoid it? Should you conquer it? You have to understand or have a comprehension of what things is. You can't do that if you're determined if it's good or bad. Now, some things I don't need to know. Some things, there's very few things, but there are things that I judge. And that's like abuse on kids, women, on human beings, period, any form of abuse. Because abuse is the overuse. And I think the most valuable resource on this planet is the human life. I value my life, so I value other people's life. So I don't think life should just, but that's just how I perceive that aspect of life. But the reality is that life is not precious to people. People say that shit, but then you look what people do. People unalive somebody over a pair of gym shoes because they had a misunderstanding, because they had some complication. They don't value other people's lives, so it's impossible to value their own, especially when you know the consequences. What actions show everything about people. You just got to watch them. This person, like even on this internet,
Absolutely.
right? Somebody just willing to jump out the window and I'm gonna come see you, and like for you to come see me, you're giving up a lot of things. That's how I'm thinking, because I got a lot. Like for me to get mad and crash out on the internet because somebody said something, then I'm gonna leave my kids and my wife at a disadvantage if something happened to me. That's first thing I'm thinking about. Like, nah, I ain't about to do that shit because I got a family. But a lot of people don't have that, or even if they have it, they don't value it. So they do stupid shit because somebody said something. Like, I'm straight, bro. I ain't coming to see nobody. It's not a lot you can do on the internet to make me come see you. It's definitely nothing you can say. You can't say shit on the internet to make me come see you. You got me. Nah, I'm straight. Because you said, oh, that was
No, I ain't even
disrespectful.
got time for
I
that.
heard worse, bro.
Yeah.
Whatever you say, I done heard worse. I done had people piss on my family graves, bro. Like, man, nah, it ain't too much you gonna do that I ain't seen already. Well, and that was
But even
before
with
we had
that,
social media. I fucking pissed on my cousin's grave
right?
and sent it to like 12 people, bro. That was before we had social media. I'm looking like, you crazy as hell. Now,
Wow.
he ain't, you know what I'm saying? Something happened to him, but I didn't do it. But I'm like, oh, you on some nutso type shit, bro. You trying to, yeah.
Yeah, but see, even with that, right? You said take away the morale, take away the morals, right? But how could people sense what's right when they keep looking outside of themselves? You see what I'm saying? They keep looking like they want the world to see if they understand what's right or wrong. It has to be something inside of you that says, you know what you said, what you doing is wrong, right? Some people say they got a conscience, right? So if you got a conscience, you either gonna go with the conscience or you gonna go against it. Your conscience is gonna tell you, yo, you bugging, you don't go that way. Or your conscience gonna tell you keep going, you on the right track, whatever. Right? You have to follow the things that you have a moral you have a compass inside of you. Some people call it a moral compass, right? Your conscience could be a moral compass, but who knows? But the fact is, if you understand that, the things that's inside of you is going to keep you either on the right track or the wrong track, depending on what or or whom you're listening to, right? Because it's not necessarily a voice; it's something telling you to go this way or to go that way. If you're not listening to it, you're gonna keep depending on things outside of you to get to this place, and it may lead you in the wrong path.
Unfortunately, bro, most people perspective is framework by social constructs. That's how most people perceive life. Either whether if you get your morals from the Bible, that's still a social construct. It's something. I mean, so that's how most people perceive. Very few people actually go within or have their own ideas. Even most people don't. Um, that's just. I mean, that's what exists. I mean, that can be observed. Most people, if you ask why they think the way they think, they gonna give you something somebody else said. They ain't gonna tell you. Man, I had somebody in my comments the other day. I don't know who this person is, but yeah, you know how I do. I be having fun with people, bro. But
Wait, I
what did
missed
they
that
say?
part.
But I was talking about it was the three laws of logic. They was like, I bet you don't know the first thing to do. I think that's exactly verbatim how they commented, and I'm looking like this is. And I'm reading it, and I already know people. You know what I'm saying? People come on here because their opinions are not valued in their social life. So coming on here and being smarter than other people, that's how people feel fulfilled. People do that. And I can tell like that's the energy this person giving me because I'm thinking like this. And I don't try to, but I analyze everything. I'm like, the video literally says
Right.
three laws of logic. You're literally saying, I don't know the first thing to do. When a video, the context of the video is just simply naming the three laws. I'm not talking about order of operation. I'm not talking about application. I'm not talking about the philosophy. I am, and if you listen to the video, I tell people I'm bringing this to you for awareness, right? So you can take it from here. Now you're aware of it. Now you take it from here and do whatever you want with it. That's what I do. So I know you don't know me. So this is the first time you introducing yourself to me, and it's still an ignorant comment like I don't know the first thing to do, and I'm like, you socially awkward, and I can tell. So I just analyze the person. I have fun with it. But I can tell just off rip, like the energy that you're giving out. I can tell. You easy to read because even from your sentence structure, First thing to do about what? You think you know something that I don't know. This is how intelligent people are. You come to the assumption that you know something that I don't know. And now you're trying to flex by saying, I don't know what the first thing to do. First thing to do about what? The video clearly states 3 laws of logic or the laws of logic. So if you read that, if you can understand context, you should know this video. When you go into this video, it should be about the 3 laws of logic. And if you listen to what I'm saying, I'm here to introduce the 3 laws. And I added a 4th. I didn't talk about the principles of logic. I didn't talk about the ideology of logic. I didn't talk about the etymology of logic. I didn't talk about none of it. I just simply named, hey, look, these are 3 laws. You base logic around this. I think I gave a little introduction of the origin, how that was created. But it wasn't about what to do in the video. But you just assume that. Just not even, you probably, I don't know. That's just how ignorant people are. I bet you don't know the first thing to do. I bet you that made they was happy as hell when they typed that. They got off and typed, I'm going to tell this person because they don't know what to do.
But then you give an incomplete thought, like to do about what? It's like the thing that now. How did you type that? How did you type that logically? You see what I'm saying? Like you just going in there because you looking to debate. Listen, I'm starting to think that debating it doesn't help anybody. I just think that people are so busy wanting to be right that they're not even trying to gain information to see if their concept or their thoughts is even on the right training path, because sometimes you can get blown out the water and you so busy stuck on your principle, on your quote unquote principle of the conversation, that you ain't even listening to why it's wrong or how it's wrong and how to get away from it and how to improve yourself. You so busy stuck because you think you're right even though you dead wrong. You just keep going with the argument. So that's why I don't even deal with debating, because if you debate somebody, they're not trying to elevate themselves. They want to be stuck on being right. And I don't have time to be stuck. I'm trying to grow.
Bro, let me tell you this, man. This is just what I seen, what I experienced. Right now, I debated a little bit in high school, but I used to debate in the street. You know what I'm saying? Like if you watch Sinetta and them, I wasn't never on Sinetta because I was in the city. I was in Detroit, and we didn't debate on the street. It was like bookstores. There's like 3 bookstores we used to go through and debating, but it was always a presentation, within our debate. These debates online, these aren't debates. These are arguments. Half of the time, it's not even about the information. It's about the entertainment. It's not about the information. It's about the entertainment. Who can woo-woo, who can insult the other person the most, who can call the other person. That's what this is not debating. This ain't back in the day when Dr. John Henry Clark was going tearing everybody ass up. This ain't back in the day when Dr. Ben used to eat people up. This ain't back in the day when Sinetta got his shit on VHSs. This ain't that type of debate. When you had Cyrus Suit Seti debating what's his name? This ain't those type of debates. You from New York, you know what I'm talking about. These ain't those type of debates. These are just arguments, bro. It ain't about the information. It was like in those debates, bro. But you see how like shit be generic and genuine on the street, and then they take it and put it on a platform like this, and it becomes watered down.
That's what y'all gonna call it, watered down.
This shit watered down, bro. I be listening to these people debate. I'm like, bro, they not even presenting information. It's like they gotta look stuff like somebody say something that somebody else go look it up and correct it. Nah, bro. We used to have. I mean, it was decorum. It was etiquette. There's all those things to debate. So they water it down and make it a bullshit ass sport. You know what I'm saying? It's not about the information no more. It's not about what's right. It's about who's right.
Yeah, that's tough. I can't be around that. I can't stand that because I'm trying to get it right. If it helps me to be right or get right, I'm with that. You know what I mean? I just like I said, I don't know where these people get their ideas from. You just typing and ain't got no logic to your conversation. You just talking like well, you don't know the first thing. Okay, the first thing is you should have read. You should have read what the title was. Second thing, you should have listened to it and then asked the question. But because you were so triggered by people get triggered by reading now. I ain't never seen that before. You get triggered because somebody
Yeah.
just somebody typed something. You just triggered like, wait, what's wrong with you? You're like, hi. Why are you so happy? Damn, why? I'm just saying hi. I'm being courteous. You know, people just there's a lot of emotionless and saddened people around. So I don't know how this works. I'm kind of confused. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Then just only do research to prove something wrong, and then they be half-ass doing research, right? They half-ass do it. Like you couldn't, like, bro. You know how embarrassing it'd be to go into a debate and present information that wasn't even qualified to be presented. That shit embarrassing, bro. It never happened to me, but I seen a couple people do it. Like, oh, that shit was debunked 15 years ago, bro. This is some old shit. This is some shit you just Google. Motherfuckers start roasting you, right? And you off the platform. And we was debating religion and culture and shit. You know what I'm saying? That's why when people be saying, like when people be trying to argue with me about certain things, I'm like, bro, you don't even know the fucking origin of that. Like this shit, light work. I did this shit 15 years ago. Like when people talk about, like most people, like the God Yahweh. I forgot who I was telling this. But I'm like, bro, you ain't even qualified to talk to me about this. Like, you don't know the God Yahweh, like, came from the Canaanites. How we gonna have a conversation? I was talking to somebody. They was like, the Bible wasn't written in Greek. I'm done talking to you, bro. Like, you ain't even qualified, bro. Fuck you mean the Bible wasn't written in Greek? The New Testament.
Wait, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Did I lose him? Mic check. Mic check. 1 2 1 2. Am I gone or he gone?
That was me, my bad, bro. That was my
Oh,
bad,
okay. I'm
bro.
like, wait. I'm like, wait. All right, now you
See,
good. I'm like, damn, I lost out. Yeah.
but I was cooking on the so like English, we got letters, right? So in our language, our characters don't have meanings. They are representations of sound. But when you look at these like Hebrew, each character has a meaning, and that character might have four different meanings, meaning four different
Yeah.
things. The character that's creating the sentence. So each character symbolizes the meaning. So when you're talking about, well, the Greek said this, under which context? Most people don't know. So, like when you're reading the Bible and you see serpent, you take that as a snake. But serpent also meant wise man, meant wizard. It wasn't a snake. It was a person that they was describing. So these
Or
words
or they
in other languages
or
have
they
meaning.
or they saw the fact that
Right?
when the punishment came and he put him on the belly of the stomach, they just said it was a snake. It's the laziness of people
Mhm.
that don't want to do the work, and that's what I'm saying, right? You know, if we going back to being humble, if you really take your time to really do the work, you could you. I meant to ask you this, but I'm trying to keep it on track, right? When you get humble, is that do you have to be humiliated to be humble, or
Mhm.
is that one in the same? You know what I mean? Like I think people feel that you get humiliated, you have to be humble, and I'm saying people get humiliated all the time and just stay on track, and I'm like they don't even care. But if you really
It's how a
understand it,
person.
some right, go ahead.
So everything comes with something. So it's about a person's perception because, like, some people to be humiliated, you have to have some form of shame. You know what I'm saying? You have to have some form of embarrassment. You have to have that. Some people don't have that. So what should be humiliating and like your perspective, that might not be shit to them. So to even be humble, you know what I'm saying? You gotta have humble don't always mean humiliated. You don't have to be humiliated, but it's a byproduct, you know. Humiliation comes with shame. You know, if you have shame within you, you can be humiliated. But it's about what you do with it and how you perceive it. Like if a person corrects me, or like what might be humiliating to other people, it might be humbling to me. Like, damn, I've been corrected. You know, I thought I was right, but the perception is different. It's like, damn, you know, thanks for correcting me. But to other people, they be like, oh, he got you. You was wrong. Okay, I'm happy. Now I'm corrected. So it's really about perspective.
That's just like a constructive criticism situation, right? You know, you giving somebody some constructive criticism, they just feel attacked. Okay, so what did you gain out of that? But if you feel attacked, you're not gaining anything. You see what I'm saying? If you helping me to develop or grow myself, I can't take it as an attack. I have to take it as somebody wants me to elevate or grow. But you know, so many people are so on the defensive so damn much, they get offended by being defensive, and they don't even understand that aspect. But you know, what can you do sometimes? That's why, you know, you gotta be around people that's like-minded. That's why you gotta be around people that's willing to grow you and you grow them, and together they grow together, i.e. a better you is a better us. But even when you're not around those people, man, it's hard to view it, because everybody has potential, but they may not see it in themselves. So you're like, damned if you do, damned if you don't.
Prez, what up, though? What to do with the business is, fam?
Prez, what's going on with you?
Person we talking about, right? Really? And that's why I say, you know, it all. But see that how people respond to different things or react. You can, I mean, if you get to the understanding of, like, think of it like this: a response comes from thinking, a reaction comes from emotion, right? That's the easiest way to separate those two: a response and a react. Can a reaction come from a thinking process? Yes, but more than likely it came from an emotional impulse. Can a response come from an emotion? Yes, but more than likely it came, you know, the whole definition or foundation of response is to think. So that's how it's easy to separate or identify that if a person is responding or reacting. But it's about the person's perception, how they perceive things. Because when you even talk about constructive criticism, like my intent, I may go in with the intent to constructively criticize people. And what most people don't, I ain't gonna say most, but some people don't even know the definition of constructive criticism. They think it's negative. A lot of people think constructive criticism. I'm trying to be as real as possible. Like, if you give someone constructive criticism and they think it's negative, then that's how they perceive it, bro. They probably don't understand, like, oh, they're just trying to correct me. But to correct you, I have to critique you. That's the criticize part. Is criticize is critiquing. So for me to correct you, I have to critique you. So I might be telling you, like, hey, boss, you know, you're doing this too much. You're doing this too fast. You're doing this, doing this, doing this. Anyway, you know, do it like this. That's constructive criticism. If I tell you what you're doing wrong and tell you how to correct it, that's constructive criticism. So if someone is giving you constructive criticism and you looking at it as bad, that's because you don't know what the fuck going on. You don't. And a lot of people don't, bro. It's like the most common. Now look, it's 3 common ways to critique or to criticize something. It's destructive, to tear it down. That's what a lot of people do too. You know, they give destructive criticism and try to say it's constructive. Like, nah, bro, wasn't nothing positive in that. You didn't even tell a motherfucker how to do it right. You just straight bash with a person. That's destructive with no correction. If it's not correcting, then that's destructive, right? And then they hide behind you know, they hide behind, oh, that will just give them constructive energy. Like, nah, bro, you just tore everything down. Be real. You just told you ain't telling them how to do it right. You just sat there. Anyway, so you got destructive, then you got constructive. So correcting someone. Then you have what they call instructive criticism on how to inform someone. So that's like if somebody was saying something and I was like, oh no, go check this information out or go get this information. That's instructive criticism. I'm informing them as I critique, you know. So I'm not giving them the answer, but I'm giving them the information.
Now, how many people didn't think that went over their head, right? So that's why, you know, even when I do certain things, right, I try to put the like destructive, right? I'm like, okay, look at what D means. DE. Most times when you see that, that means you about to blow something up, destroy, decomposes, withering away, right? You trying to show people that this part is what that means. Con means to add, to build, right? N means for information, be informal, right? But people don't even want to take the time to even understand what the prefix of a word is, right? Because they just see a word, they just think it's one word. No, if you break it down, there's different meanings to it that makes a word a word. Excuse me. So if you take that time and opportunity to just go ahead and just look at the word, break it down, and it should make sense to you. But because you didn't know it, it don't mean a hill of beans to the person. So it's like I said, you damned you do, damned you don't sometimes. I see you, Mo asked the question.
I'm laying. Come on now, I'm laying down.
Hold on.
What she say?
She said, Nola, sit down. Happy New Year. I ain't speak to you all year. Can unhealed trauma affect how you see things and take things in?
Oh, definitely. I mean, unhealed trauma, that's part of that will be part of your perception. Because think about this. If you look at something bad, anytime you experience the same or similar, that's how you go perceive it. That's how you go approach it. So, like a lot of times, the things that traumatize us, this is how I perceive it, right? If you look at how metal is forged, that's how we are forged symbolically through our experiences, just like metal. You know, it got to go through the fire. And a lot of times we go through things to tamper us, to make us harder for the things we have to go through later. And sometimes it might not be directly associated to us, but a lesson we have to learn to pass down to others, you know? So that's like my philosophy on adversity, right? So unhealed trauma to me, you know, is an unlearned lesson. That's what's so traumatizing about it, because we didn't learn from the experience we went through. And some things we could point out, like, what can we learn from it? Sometimes, like, one of the hardest lessons I had to learn was when I was a kid, I couldn't prevent things that I went through, right? I wasn't strong enough, wasn't big enough, wasn't smart enough. Some things I couldn't prevent. And what I learned from that is how not to allow my kids to be put in those situations, because I was strong enough to overcome it, but they might not be. So I had to learn from the mistakes of the older people, what they did, what they gave me access to, you know what I'm saying? I had to learn so I won't do that to my kids, because I was smart enough and a lot of times not to take things too far or go too deep into things, but they might not be, because I've seen kids my age go through the same thing and come out worse. So I went through that to learn, you know. Like I said that to a girl one day. She said, well, what can I learn from being abused from when I was a kid? Like what lesson can I take out of that? I was, you know, she was SA, she was assaulted. And I said, it's gonna be a tough pill to swallow, because that's an experience you had. But you can learn from the mistakes of the people who were supposed to protect you by not giving trust to the wrong people, not giving access to the wrong people to your kids or kids around you. You know, it's hard to swallow that you had the experience to benefit it from someone else to go through. Sometimes that's hard to swallow, but you are strong enough to go through that experience, right? Now it has residual effects. The experience you've been through, the unhealed trauma has residual effects, but even those effects, you living with it, you're strong enough to overcome that. It's just the process of learning. And one of the hardest processes to go through is the acceptance. And you have to accept that this happened. Okay, it happened to you. You know, it ain't nothing you can do about it no more. You've been through it, you got through it, ain't nothing you can do about it. Only thing you can do is learn from it. And in that lesson, it will teach you how to prevent it from happening to other people. But it's hard to swallow that sometimes, you know, with some of the things that might have traumatized, because there's different things that traumatize. So I can be talking on one level, like my trauma can be on a lower level than another person's trauma. And hearing me say that, they'd be like, well, you don't understand because you ain't experienced this. You're right. I didn't experience that. You 100% right. I'm just telling you the process though. You know, like the girl, she was mad when I said that. She said, so I had to go because the people over you neglected you. That's the reality, right? That's why this person had access to you because you were neglected. She said, yeah. Sometimes it might not be a neglection. It might be trusting the wrong person, being in the wrong spot at the wrong time. You know, it could be any of that, but it's up to you to learn. It's up to you to learn. And that's the emotionalist aspect of it. That's why I say looking at the existence of them, it's not about fair or unfair. That's just life in general. Life was unfair to the millions of people who came before me. And it's going to be unfair to millions of people after me. That's just an aspect of life. And in a harsh reality, only the strong survive. So a lot of people, like, it's people who been through SA situations and unalived themselves because they couldn't live with it. Then there's some people who've been through it and it made them a stronger, better person later on. Like, how can that happen? Because they didn't let one experience mold them. They ain't let one experience traumatize them. The shit happened, can't do nothing about it, but learn from it to prevent it from happening to other people. That's the emotionalist fact about things. It's hard to accept that because of the emotion, you know, just going through stuff. Like, we feel that shit when you go through it. You feel it. But
absolutely,
billions of people who felt that shit before you did, it's gonna be billions. That's just the reality of it, bro. And that shit is hard to say sometimes.
What you do with it, yeah,
is what you do with it. You man, what's that guy name who got drafted and he did like coke and Len Bias? This content creator on here named Doe Eyes did an interview with his mom. And she lost both of her. I knew she lost Lynn, but she ended up losing both of her sons, like back to back. Not even a year later.
Yeah, about 6 months or something like that.
Yeah, not even a year later, she lost both her sons, and she said she was in the darkest spot in her life. But she said her losing her sons molded and shaped her to what she is now. She got her PhD. She helping a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? She couldn't help her boys, but her experience in that allowed her to help other people. She became a light to other people, but not her boys. She saved a lot of other lives through her talks and through her interactions, her interventions, but she couldn't save her boys' lives. That's some hard shit to swallow, but she lived with it because it's like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, and that to me, that's strength. I want to learn how to get there, you know, but I have an example now that it can happen because she did it. So I have an example.
Yeah.
I know I'm aware that it can happen. I just don't have, you know what I'm saying? So, I mean, that to me is just, that shit was amazing. I'll be right back, bro.
Yeah, you know, and that same experience, right? You know, most parents, you know, they feel or they believe that they should not have to bury their child right? The child is supposed to bury the parent, right? So in that instance, she buried both of her kids. Like for me, I got an example myself, right? My grandmother, she buried all of her sons, my father included, right? So she had this, like, yo, I must have did some fucked up shit. I don't know. The first thing she did was she poured into us, the boys, the grandsons, and yeah, because it was only us three, and we only it was a lot of male cousins, so it was all of the male cousins. So she poured it in us, right? And we like, grandma, you so protective, and she's like, it's not that I'm protective. I'm just making sure that you guys receive something that I couldn't give to your fathers, which was love. And I'm like, okay. And then she went on and, started a little business and, doing things like that. And I'm like, yo, that took a lot of strength. How did you do it? She's like, I had no choice, because didn't do if I didn't do the alternative, which was do that right thing, I would have been stuck in doom and gloom for a long period of time. And when every time I spoke to her, it was like, I wanted to gain something from her, because I don't know if I'm going to be in that predicament, right? I don't know if I'm going, it's just an experience, that I wouldn't want to go through. But sometimes you have to prepare yourself, like a just in case scenario, right? You can gain experience by just observing, but that type of thing, I wouldn't want that for my worst enemy. So, when you go through those type of situations, man, it takes a hell of a lot of strength, right? You literally have to destroy your mind and renew it. Otherwise, you could be taken down from just the loss of a situation. So shout out to Mrs. Byers and people that go through those situations to overcome those losses, to become a better version, and to give instead of just swallowing in their losses.
Yeah, shout out to OG too, man. Shout out to your grandma, bro. Because like Mo said, man, I wouldn't know what to do. I wouldn't, but I never want to experience that. I never wish that on nobody else. I never wish that. But it's a reality that some people have to face. And when they face it, people do different things. Because I can tell you stories where people crashed out after they, you know what I'm saying? Like the one dude, remember just recently when he ran over the cop after his son got unlocked. You know what I'm saying? He crashed out. He ran over a cop. People was cheering him on, but I mean, people, react or respond differently to the same situation, predicated on their perception, how they view life, man. So that's why it's important for gratitude, man, to be grateful. Because another thing, it grounded me with my emotions too. If I go through something good or bad, I'm just grateful I had the experience to learn from. In general, whether it's perceived good or bad, it's more about learning from the experience. Like even me losing my sight, I learned from that, and it'd be like, "Hey, bro, what is you doing? Scratching my? You tripping? No, come over here. You scratch my carpet, bro. You tripping? No, I don't want to. Go on. I shouldn't even talk to you. Go get mama.
No.
Wow, why you being harassing me, bro? She about to jump. Give me that. Like, you ready? I gotta sit up. No, come on. Let's go. We out. Come on. Go on now. Why don't nobody in this house listen to me, bro? All y'all are, no, I didn't say come over here. I said go. Bro, you're tripping. I'm not petting you. I don't feel like petting you right now. You ain't gonna look. I don't care if you big, but you ain't gonna make me do what you want me to do. It's just not.
Oh my God!
Everybody in the house except for me. I'm the alpha. Go and sit down somewhere.
No, said I bet.
Hey, dang. She's like, oh, you said something to me. I'm gonna get in your face. I bet you will leave me alone now. I bet you I'll do it all day. Go do what you want to do. Just leave me alone. Shit. I almost gave her the damn debit card. Go buy something. Go on.
Don't do that. Don't you do that. Yo, I ain't listening to you. That was crazy.
Go on. I'm getting milk bone or some shit. Go on.
I'm gonna get y'all don't pay this dude no mind, man. This I try to tell him this what happened, man. He's a stone cold trip. Oh man, he said I'm gonna give the dog the debit card. he
Just
go
go
he
and go
go
buy
weed
something.
doing that.
Right.
he goes,
I'm getting milk bone or something. Shit. Leave me alone.
oh man, he
I'll
says
get a lamb neck.
yeah. Yeah, it's people just gotta understand, man. You got to overcome a lot of things. That's what gratitude is a serious thing, man. It really, I don't think people understand that gratitude could really save lives, right? Your gratitude of a situation, like it's so many different stories, man, that making the best out of a bad situation. You know what I mean? Like, your situation, my situation with losing my parents. You know what I mean? It could have been very easy to follow the ways of the way of the world. Going on the block, sitting out there doing this, that, and the third, going all type of things. But instead, you have different views of life. You have to view it with seriousness. You have to understand like what is being presented in front of you, right? Like what if you would have gave up and said, you know what, fuck it, I'm where I'm at. I don't do nothing else with myself. Well, what if I would have gave into the streets? Like, you know what, man, I'm gonna just go out here and be Tony Montana or some dumb shit like that, right? It would have been a whole different thing, right? But instead, you got perspective. You got people that really, you know what, we still love you. We still want you to be all right. We still think you can do the things that you really strive for. What if those words of encouragement are there for you and you was to reject it? You understand what I'm saying? You have to understand people are they're going to love you in spite of. That's a beautiful feeling, right? That's a gratitude that could really save you. Because if you don't have that, man, you could be in the wayside real quick. So people need to understand what gratitude really what it could really do in your life.
And you know what? I mean, like when we talk about things like this, we always talk about like the negative aspect too, but it's a positive aspect too. Like being grateful for the things that you have, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of times, like I got great people in my life. That's why it don't bother me when the bad people come in my life because they only temporary. The great people I got in my life, they forever, man. So I mean, just being grateful for them, I pay less attention to the things I don't want by focusing on the things I do want. So a lot of times, just and I learned how to replicate shit, like being grateful for like my kids, the experiences that I have with them. I replicate more of that because that's what makes me happy. You know, it helps you define what's important to you too. Just by being grateful to the little things, you appreciate the small things in people. Like with you, I love like you and Commander. I'm grateful for y'all like honesty. You know what I'm saying? Like y'all, and it's rare. You know what I'm saying? Like people be like, "Nah, man, you tripping," or just giving you honest critiques. Like yeah, you did that good, but you can do a little better. You can go a little harder. You can like that. That honesty, man. Hey, they do it all the time. Shout out to Hey, but it's genuine and it's the little things, and you don't know how important that is because it motivates you, it inspires you, it pushes you. Like Tay always want me to take it to the next level. She'd be like, "Yeah, you there, but I know you can be here." And not a lot of people who will do that. You know what I'm saying? In a sense that benefits you and not just them. So those little things, and then the more you appreciate that, the more that becomes the standard. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not gonna settle for nothing less.
Absolutely.
I'm not gonna settle for nothing less than what I than what I earned. I earned to be in the position I'm at in life, and I'm not settling for nothing less than this. And so it creates a standard. You know what I'm saying? I don't mind interacting with everybody or different people. I can have a conversation with anybody, but I don't fuck with everybody. Like I ain't cool with everybody like that to the point where I'm like, this my sister, this my bro. Like the people I say that's because I fucks with them. But I don't fuck with
Hmm.
everybody like that, bro. I really don't. I'm not talking to everybody. I don't care. Like, I got an Instagram, and people be messaging me. I fucks with who I fucks with in there. It's some people I don't even know. Like, I'm straight. I don't want attention from everybody. I'm not one of those people who I need attention. Man, been female sliding my DM since I've been out here. Like, you want to, nah, bro. I'm good. I'm straight. You all right over there. You cool people. You know what I'm saying? I just don't fuck with you like that. No, you was some other shit, bro. Yeah, I don't need attention. I
only got Instagram because y'all told me to do it. I only got Discord because y'all convinced me to do it. Right. Other than that, I'm not that reachable. You know what I mean? And then as soon as that happens, you know, you start to meet people and they come from a different place and a different perspective. And it's like, I'm not really ready for that. You know what I mean? So what I do is what y'all give me, I try to pass it on. Like when Logical Thinker went on that rant the other day, and I'm just like, you good? You gonna leave that right there? You know what I mean? Like, nah, I'm not gonna let you just go and nah, if I have to, I'm gonna have to reel you back. You know what I mean? Just let that go and come on back. You know what I mean? And she did just that. So, you know, it's when you give this authenticity, you want to share your authenticity with somebody else. Now the problem is whether they receive it or not. That's a them problem. I don't care. My fallback game is on 1,000,000. I ain't gotta fuck with you no more. Damn, it's like that. Yeah, it's like that because you don't want to receive it. That's why when we had that debate that time about being everybody don't deserve my vulnerability. They don't deserve it. So it's a perspective. Like, you can get it. You can get it. But if you don't get it, that's your problem. That means you didn't want to receive it. Otherwise, you would have gotten it. You know what I mean? So it's about the people's intent. And when you know, when the intent is genuine, you can flow with it. If not, you're going to be hesitant. You're going to be stagnant. And if you stagnant with somebody, they're going to have to work twice as hard to break the stagnation because you're killing the momentum of what the authenticity between us is. That's a you thing, not me.
Yeah, and like what Rilla said, bro, that's you learning from your experiences, bro. That statement right there just clarified, you know, what we was talking about earlier is extracting the information from the experience. That's why you got that ability to scope the fakeness out because of the experiences you've been through. You had some good and bad. From those experiences, you was able to contrast and compare and build what they call a profile, you know, and now you have, you know, shit to look for that you probably didn't have before. So that's learning, extracting information from the experience, bro. That's the shit I'm talking about right there. We got to do that with everything. Everything got to be done like that. Every experience we have, we should be taking shit from it. Don't leave no experience and don't take nothing from it, bro. Because you're going to keep going through them cycles if you don't. That's how you get out of cycles is learn. The cycles is like school, bro. You go through shit to learn from it. Then you go to the next grade and the shit get a little harder. Get a little harder next grade. That's how life is, man. We go through shit in cycles. You know, heartbreak when you was a kid or a teenager ain't like heartbreak when you in your 20s. It ain't gonna be like it's in the 30s or 40s. As you get older, your time becomes limited, so things become a little bit more precious. You know what I'm saying? And when you're young, you be like, man, fuck it. You know what I'm saying? But you get older. I'd have heard some older women like, man, fuck that. I'm gonna be single. If I don't find the right person, I'm gonna just be single until I die. And they mean that shit because of what they experienced. They had enough of going through the wrong shit, so they ain't settling for that shit no more until they get the right shit. Ain't nothing. That's why I be saying, ain't nothing wrong with that shit. If you not settling, if you don't find the right person, then you don't find the right person. You know what I'm saying? So, but if you settle for the wrong person, you just go through that loop of shit, and it get worse because the time get more precious. You know what I'm saying? Fuck that, bro. I'm good.
It's just, you know, like I said, I don't got time for it. Yeah, I ain't got time for that, man. That shit straight up. Like, who got the energy? This is not, you know, that teenage love. Look, you learned out of that first love. All right, I lost that love. I didn't do this, that, and the third. All right, you play it sparingly. Once you get to 30, 35, you talking marriage now. Like, all right, man, listen, I ain't letting nothing else go. If you don't want to be with me, then I'm straight. Other than that, hey, I can be single for a long period of time until it's time. But it's your timing. It's your timing too. You gotta really be on in one accord with somebody or something in order to come together like that. You know what I mean? Like you got married, people would say on time. You probably was like, I could have been married with my personality. I just married the wrong person. You see what I'm saying? But it's about timing. Timing is everything. And if you understand, like we like we was just joking the other day, like, yo, man, we just did the whole year. It just felt like 2025 started yesterday. And then we was joking like, damn, time seemed to be moving fast for us because as we getting older, time ain't what it used to be. We used to break day at 24 hours a day would seem like 2 days. Now 12 hours seem like 3 days. You know what I'm saying? Like, wait, what's going on here? Like, nah, we gotta value the time that we got here. Otherwise, it's going to control us, and we're going to be in a world of trouble.
Man, I tell you this, bro. If I would have met my wife a year, maybe 2 years before I met her, I wouldn't have been shit, bro. I would have been no good for her, bro. I wasn't a good person. And I started getting myself together when I met my wife. I had that epiphany. You know what I'm saying? So, but I know what you're saying, though. You know what I'm saying? It is about timing because that's a perfect example of it. I wasn't right when I was younger. If I would have met her when I was younger, man, I would have turned that girl out, bro. Not that playing about it. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. I mean,
yeah, but
it would have been a penny on the dollar to me, bro. I wasn't shit when I was younger, bro. I wasn't shit. I had this mind. I just did different things with it, bro. Like I get what I want until I didn't want it no more, and then I'd be like, I'm straight. I used to get bored.
You did.
I was very ambitious when I was younger. I got bored with people, just like people get bored with fucking socks, bro.
Damn, just throw the shit out. I wore it one time. I'm over you.
Yeah, I needed that experience, bro. I had to, you know what, man? I had to be, like I had a couple girls do a number on me though, but I needed that, bro, to become what I am. That's why I say I don't be mad at my exes, man. I understand, we young, we do dumb shit. They played me. Even when I start getting serious, when I was trying to be serious, because it wasn't that I wasn't never serious. I would never commit. That's what motherfuckers be in love with me. I'm like, man, I'm straight. They done gave me everything they had, and I'm like, I'm still. I won't even be a boyfriend girlfriend type shit. That's what I'm saying. Like, we just cool, bro. Like, nah, I ain't settling.
I just know you.
Like, we just deal, man. We just cool. I ain't trying to do all that extra shit. We go on a couple dates when I want to go out or whatever like that. But other than that, we just cool. We hang out or whatever. I get what I want, then you go. I was in the street though. I wasn't trying to be serious. You know what I'm saying? It was like I definitely didn't want no kids. So that's why I didn't take like women serious when I was younger, because I was in the street and I'm like, I ain't about to leave no kids back here, bro, all fucked up and shit. Because I done got, unalive. I ain't gonna do that. So I didn't take, like women serious like that, to the point like I want to be a dad or I want to be a husband. I wasn't thinking like that. I'm like, this is a pastime to me. Other than that, I'm going to get money. That's how I used to look at women. Like, this is just a pastime. This is something I do when I ain't getting money. That's just how I looked at it, bro.
Because even back then, right? When you ain't got no kids, that's the greatest opportunity to be selfish.
Yeah, that's the real link.
It's about me.
Hold on, let me drop the link. We'll put this in. I'll put it in the chat too.
It was in the chat. I thought you pinned it. No, you didn't pin it.
I know, but I don't. She on a regular one too. But it's just easier if it's right there too. And then if you can't, post it on the wall too. But yeah, that should be the real link. If I gotta take the authentication off.
He got a fake link.
No, you know what I did one day? Yeah. I took the link because it fucked Tay up, because I took the link from the show I did prior. and put it,
Mm.
thinking it was the link because I didn't take it from this spot. I took it from another spot and fucked up and put the wrong link. But she went on the wall and found it that day.
Mm. Yeah,
Yeah, man.
it's just growth. It's just growth. That's all. Go ahead.
No, you're right, man. But that's what I'm saying. You got to experience things. You know what I'm saying? You go through them experiences, you learn those lessons. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, I was just living life, man. Young, living life, running around doing, you know what I'm saying? I don't know what to call it, bro. I was in a daze for a couple of years. I ain't even, bro. We ain't gonna talk about that. I ain't know what the fuck was
Nah, it's
going
just
on.
about you. It's about
Having
you being.
fun,
But that's what I'm
partying.
saying. When you're younger, go ahead. Go ahead.
No, I be looking at people nowadays like they grown as hell. They doing shit I was doing in my early 20s, late teens, early 20s, and I'm looking like I'm on some old man shit now. Like I just want a rocking chair, some lemonade, give me a joint, and I'm chilling on the porch, bro. I done did all that shit. I done traveled. I done party, bro. Partying wasn't shit. That was a way of life at one point, bro. I done did shit people, people did it way bigger than me, but I done did it bigger than an average person. I done went in the club, bought the whole VIPs. That was normal to us. Not just buying the VIP booth. We used to go in and buy all the booths. So we the only people in VIP. There's like 7, 8 booths, bro. So we got the whole VIP. That's how we used to go to the club. So like that shit, like stunting and all that, we was doing that shit before they, man. Like they catching up. The motherfuckers be like 40, 50 years old. Like, oh, look what we do.
Yeah,
I'm
right.
supposed to be at the crib. Nah, man. I'm talking about decor. We about to get these paintings, bro. I'm getting like especially like,
You don't come outside no more.
We getting our landscape. We're doing shit like that now, bro. Like this one dude was like, I bet you ain't got nothing in your name. I'm like, you goddamn right. I ain't got nothing in my name because I learned that you put everything in trust. He was like, laughing and shit. And I guess somebody Googled it and they was like, oh, that's the method. Like, bro, that shows your level of financial literacy. You trying to make fun of people because they ain't got nothing in their name when they got a whole fucking portfolio with a trust in the LLC. Like, bro, I'm on some other shit that you want. Like, I'm on some crazy shit.
Right.
Bro, do you know
you ain't got a car, you ain't got a house?
Do you know the difference between an EIN number and a social security number? There ain't no difference.
I was about to say, I know there was a difference. It's 9 numbers.
I'm on some other shit, bro. You putting shit in your name, you dumb as hell, bro. Like, you ain't gonna never be rich, bro. You don't even know the protection. Like if I put a house in a trust, bro, it ain't nothing together. If I pass away, the court ain't got shit to say. It automatically goes to the trustee.
It trickles to whoever's there. Yeah, the trustee,
whoever's
the beneficiary, or whoever.
It can't get confiscated by no bank. They ain't got to go through none of that shit. Any money I got in that shit, it goes straight to the trustees, bro. People want to trust.
And that dude,
that's where it goes to.
And that
so ain't no argument. Ain't none of that shit, bro. It ain't no days they got to go to court and all. Oh, excuse me. All that shit is obsolete. That's how rich people get rich, bro.
And,
around with you trying to make fun
and that
of
dude that was talking that nonsense to you. Yeah. But look how funny that is. The dude that's telling you ain't got nothing in his name, right? Now watch how funny this is. I guarantee you he ain't got no life insurance. He ain't got no life insurance for somebody to take over whatever he owns, but it's mine. It's mine. You see, that's the selfishness of an individual, right? Because you don't even understand. If you put this thing in the trust, you can't take it with you, but somebody ain't got to go through the hassles of the system to go through to keep on going with what you left them. You probably ain't gonna leave it to your kids anyway. You probably you ain't got no will. You ain't got nothing established because you so goddamn selfish that it's about you, and everybody gonna be sitting there fighting over you. You wouldn't even care because you dead because it ain't got nothing to do with you. selfish bastard. That's why people need to stop talking and understand what they have in front of them and the time that they have in front of them, so that way they can learn and develop. Excuse me, for the next person or the next, whoever, your child, your husband, your wife, your husband, your niece or your nephew. If you can't have kids or whatever, you adopt whatever. You got to establish that. But because you only worried about yourself, you're gonna leave this world by yourself anyway. So you don't care. That's a sucky feeling. But there's a lot of people that feel that way. Right, Mo. They're gonna be held up in probate, just sitting there waiting. We gotta wait 2 or 3 years instead of them just going on, continuing life and doing what they need to do. But even with that, right? If it's in probate, if you'd have got the damn life insurance, you could have paid it off. They wouldn't even have bothered you. It's paid off, like whatever. It's yours. You just paying for the land or the taxes. Now people don't even understand you could do certain things and get away with taxes. But I ain't going to exploit that, because everybody don't want to have a piece of property. They want to live in the projects and condos and co-ops and shit. So everybody don't need to know that information. You know what I'm saying? Like in the West, I'm gonna do it anyway. In the West, people bury people in their backyard, so they ain't had to pay taxes. Your president put the ex-wife on the golf course. He ain't got to pay taxes. If people was to understand you could do that, you got to check your local area to see if you can do that. You stop paying property tax, you can actually get away with some things. Like, I ain't got to pay $5,000. I ain't got to pay $2,000 a year, or whatever your property tax is. If you understood that, you would want to save money. That would be the best thing. But everybody don't want to do the work. Everybody just go off to the women. Okay, is that true? That they don't even want to do the work to see if it's true or not. Go ahead and Google it. Y'all live in certain states. See if your state got that available for you. But they won't, because they don't care. They just think people up here just talking because they got lips, instead of wanting to help people get through situations and help themselves lessen the load. So that's on y'all. But the information's out here.
In Michigan, you gotta have a certain amount of acreage to do that. There's other stipulations.
Mm-hmm.
I know what you're talking about. I ain't burying nobody in the backyard, bro. I'm straight. I'm too spiritual for that.
No. I'm just saying. Like, you know what I mean?
Bro. I fuck around, be smoking outside, hear shit, thinking people coming out the ground, bro. I'm good. I be seeing shit. It's like, oh, fuck.
But here's the crazier thing. It don't have to be a body. It don't even have that. That's why it's amazing, right? Because you just think people probably just like, I gotta put the whole body. No, you can get the urn and put it and bury it in the backyard. It's the same thing. It's not a body.
Remains or remains.
No, I'm just saying. I'm just saying. People,
fuck that, bro. Like,
man, shit. I try to do. Listen, man. I try to do a pet.
Hey, Mo.
I try to do my dog. I love that dog. No, look, go in the back.
No, I'll be out in the back. Got me some bluegrass, chilling by the fire pit. Next thing I know, I see motherfuckers doing the Thriller dance. Like, I'm straight, bro. I'm good. Motherfuckers come from underground. Talk about I'm straight, bro. Be hitting that shit. I probably fuck around, get up and start dancing with them, and in the middle of the dance and run away. Like, I'm out. I'm good. Motherfuckers come up doing Thriller and shit.
Yeah.
I know that, man.
Information's out there, though.
They ain't telling her that shit. She try to do some shit like that. She seen this one house. She was like, let's buy this house. I'm like, hell no, this bitch next to a cemetery. I know, it's so peaceful. I looked at her, get your Wendy Adams ass out of here. Fuck around with you. I ain't moving next to this. Look, I'm sensitive, man. Look, I don't care I don't care. I know my own personal experiences in life, right? I don't give a fuck what people believe in, what people see, and none of that shit. I deal with supernatural type shit in real life, bro. Like, I am very sensitive to energy, bro. I can go places and I feel things, I see shit. Even though I can't see, I be seeing shit I don't want to see. But I that's me. That's just my experience. I ain't trying to explain the shit to nobody. I ain't trying to convince nobody, because that's just my experiences, right? So, like, bro, every time we go ghost hunting, motherfuckers told me to come back for free. Like, we paid to go on the ghost hunt. They be like, hey, if you can come back, you come for free. I'd be like, what? It was like, we ain't never seen this much activity. Shit be like fucking with me, okay? Ghosts like fucking with me, okay? And I don't like them fucking with me. So I am not about to live by no cemetery and shit. Motherfuckers asking me to tell their loved ones this and that. Like, I don't know you ghosts, and I don't know them motherfuckers. So I'm straight. I ain't the one. I ain't the one who be trying to connect the dead with the living. I'm straight. But I'm good. Too much shit be happening around me. I be ignoring the shit now. I see something. My wife be like, "You see?" Nah, I ain't see shit. I ain't say a goddamn thing. I be ignoring the shit out of shit. I'm straight. That shit got more active when I lost my eyesight. Like shit, man. I'm good.
Yeah,
I be stupid
I'm
like a
trying desperate,
motherfucker.
but that's what people don't even understand that. That's why I say sometimes a loss is a gain, right? Like even like you gain senses that wouldn't maybe not have been necessarily active if you had your vision. You see what I'm saying? Start, what up, Nine? And that's what I'm saying. When you go through situations, you got to be you have to have the gratitude of understanding you can gain something even in a loss, right? In sports they say it's a moral victory. Okay, well, if it's a moral victory, put that morality into you so you don't have to be moral and get the goddamn victory. But people don't understand that. You know what I'm saying? But you definitely could gain something in a loss. So it's up. Like I said, you gotta what's the lesson that you learned in the loss? I keep telling people the greatest things come out of darkness. You came out of a dark spot. There ain't no damn light in the womb. What's wrong with you? You came out of
Yeah.
your mama womb was not light. You came out the end of the tunnel. The tunnel was the light, but the end of it was the light. But you going through it, it was all darkness. Beautiful things can come out of a darkness. That's why you should understand that you could gain something even in a loss. Your your darkest time could give you the greatest of light, or it's going to lead you to the brightest of light if you take the time to use it wisely. But people don't understand that either.
Yeah, Mo, bro. Look, Mo. I don't care if them motherfuckers start pop locking in front of me. I'ma act ignorant. I'm like, I'm legally blind. I'm spiritually blind. I don't see none of you motherfuckers. But a lot of motherfuckers up
Now
there,
you
man.
spirit,
I don't see shit.
now you
I'm
spiritually,
gonna act like shit ain't
you
there. I'm
spiritually
good. I didn't
blind.
learn. I learned how to do it, bro. I'm telling you. I'm
He
ignore
said,
that shit.
now you spiritually
Fuck that.
blind. You's a lie.
They don't know that.
they go
Motherfuckers be pop locking right in front
they
of me.
gonna
Like,
know
I know
that.
this motherfucker see me. Like, shit, I don't feel.
Man, listen. Legion gonna tell you. I know who you are. I see you. You see me too. You lying. I'm gonna get away from you though. That's the power that's the power that you talk about. You spiritually blind. You know damn well that you got that power. They see you and they gonna walk away. I'm straight. Your spirit probably tell them, "Don't come over here. You got me fucked up," and they gonna walk away anyway. So
Like,
you
shit,
ain't
no,
got
man.
listen. Go ahead.
I'm telling you, bro. Man, I don't even talk about all that shit over here. My wife be wanting to talk about that. Every time somebody tell them that
Mm.
story. I ain't telling them shit. You tell them that story. How you bringing up shit up? Motherfucker might pop up. Like, oh, you remember me, right? Like, no, I don't remember shit, bro. I ain't see shit, homie. I treat the ghost world just like I treat the hood. I ain't seen a goddamn thing. I'm straight. I ain't that damn nosy. Motherfuckers be too nosy with that shit. Be wanting to understand. I ain't trying to understand none of that shit. I'm just trying to live. What up, bro? Oh, that's Commander. I thought that said atmosphere. Commander, lady of the nine. Is that Commander?
I don't know. Oh, I'm gonna get the hell off this thing. I'm
Uh-oh.
sitting here
Gotta
reading the
pull
chat.
Can
you
you guys hear me?
up.
What
Okay,
up,
there we go.
nine?
What
Did I
up,
have to wake you up?
Nine?
Or did I just
What
pull
up,
you up?
nine?
No. Did you just pop up, right?
My screen looks weird. I had to like log in. Like I don't know, it's being weird.
Yeah.
See how even the avatar is different? It's like back to the old one.
But was you able to come up by
It,
yourself or did I have to pull you up?
I think you had to pull me up because I don't even see like. Let me
I
see.
gotta get the because I didn't know
Did you change something, or is it my
yeah,
login that changed? Because I had to re-log in.
because let me make sure because I know I missed a month. I think I missed November. I missed one of those months. Yeah, I gotta put you back on. When I missed that month,
You say
is
even
this
the
Am I?
something I pay for?
mobile version.
Hold on. Is it team
I have
settings?
two screens. Like I see two screens
Two
on the
seated.
StreamYard.
You are seated.
Oh, that's probably because it's the vertical. My bad. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
we on
vertical and
both. Yeah, we on both vertical and portfolio,
And my phone's
whatever the hell the
like
thing is.
it's ghost typing, so it's kind of messing up. So if I drop off or something happens, my bad.
No,
okay.
it's ghost typing because words
Okay, no, you
go.
on here. You on here. No, you should. Can you still get the access you had before, right? Where you can start, stop, and do all that? Because I still get you on here as an administrator. I'm just trying to make sure because I know last time I think I missed like a month or two of paying it, and it when Tay had that position, it took her off. So I think if I don't pay for it, that's one of the paid features of having extra people. Did she drop down?
Yep.
Okay,
She goes chat.
Yeah. Okay, let me stop talking about go to my living room.
Yeah, I try to say that's all right. Your wife gonna wake you up in the morning and say, "Babe, you know what I saw? I saw Slimer from both Ghostbusters."
I don't think she can pop herself up. You couldn't put yourself on
She did
stage.
right there.
No.
You couldn't.
No. It's okay though, cause my phone's messing up, so it's better that way. That way I don't like
No,
cancel the whole show.
Nah, that's
because
what happened when HR been closed for so long.
Hold on, I resend it. Let me copy your email. I don't know about her. Okay. So I'm going to
HR.com.
remove you and then add you back on. But I'm going to send you the email. So I'm going to remove you, but I'm about to add you. Okay, so I sent you the invite. It say pending. Because I think it did the same thing to Tay. I think because I didn't pay for it, and I think it's a paid feature if I'm not mistaken. So I think it took you off. The feature stopped, but then when I paid for it, it still showed that you was administrator. But I think I had to do the same thing with Tay. I had to send it back to her after I pay for it. But I got my new card on here, so that should just take out monthly without me even knowing it. So it just automatically pay for it. That's the only way I'm gonna pay for it. It's like when they hacked my shit, bro, I took everything off. I got all new card. Like, the motherfuckers took $300 something from me and I couldn't get that shit back. I was mad as hell. The motherfuckers got me. And it was still fucking PayPal. So I got
PayPal was
awesome.
Woo.
No,
PayPal was hot. Oh man. Wait. Who's chatting in the chat? Chat, where you at?
What y'all think about March being the first year of every month? Well, spring. If you technically go by the solar calendar, the new year would be spring.
Yes, sir.
If you look at the pre-Gregorian calendar when they didn't have July and August, it was only 10 months. It was only 10 months. So they just went by the seasons itself. How was it a new year if it's still dead? That was the thoughts of our ancestors. Like the new year they recognized the new year with the new beginning, and the new beginning will be in spring. So.
Yeah, you pass over. That's why it's a new year. You passed over a year. But I ain't trying to get religious. Y'all always think I'm a Bible thumper. Let me stop. Praise the Lord. Now.
Hallelujah.
But Yeah, that's why I said happy Gregorian. What the hell's a
Passover,
Gregorian? Oh my.
not pass out.
Yeah, not pass out. Don't pass out. Pass over.
Mhm.
Passover equals New Year.
Okay, I have a question I want to ask you guys.
Mhm.
If you look at
Yes,
the palm
ma'am.
of your hand, do you guys have M's on the palm of your hands? Because
I
I
do.
thought
Yes,
everybody does.
No, everybody
See,
I
does.
do.
okay, see, I thought everybody does. And then I came across this video that was talking about it. I looked at my hands and I have an M on each of my hands. And then it started
One
describing stuff.
and the other one, like you can see the line, but the
I,
color ain't. Well, I'm dark skinned. That's probably why it's colored. Man.
your hand is pale like everybody else. Cut it out.
Right? Like
No, I'm saying like the lines in my hand is dark. They got color in the
your
line.
palm's supposed to be lighter.
Nah, the grooves in my hands is colored. It's always been that way.
But
So you can see like the
I
lines in
gotta.
my hand. Yeah, like where my fingers bent, all that
Yeah.
shit got melanin in it.
Damn. You from the land for real. You ain't got no
I can't
white.
read chat.
I'm
Chat, where you
colored.
at? You guys in chat, look at
Say
your
You can't read
palms.
the chat.
If you, yeah, no, because if I click on it, it's gonna do something else. It's gonna probably kick me out.
Yeah, I
But
got one.
in
Mine
chat,
is
do
on
you
my
guys
left
have
hand.
an M on your hand? Like the lines kind of draw an M. You know who cats have M's on their foreheads? Like I never noticed
Majin
that until
Buu,
Somebody
somebody
got.
said it.
Majin Buu from Dragon Ball Z.
Really?
Yeah, you got
Wait a
him in there.
minute. Yeah, I'm like, wait, that ain't real. I mean, you got the what you call it when you frown,
The
whatever.
meat
I know
head,
that, but
them people who be having that extra meat on their forehead. You talk about them people? No, I'm asking Commander, bro. Because now
No,
some people, bro,
like
they
an
be
actual
sick.
cat, like a furry cat. If you look at their foreheads, a lot of them will have an M, like a
Oh yeah,
pronounced M.
yeah. But no, I was
I
looking
don't
at, I
know.
was flipping
Mine's
through YouTube. I'm like, damn, bro, like, why do people get that extra meat right there by their forehead, bro? And it's like, you think when
Because
they
they frown
squint
too
or
much.
something, yeah, but it be there when they ain't even frowning. It just be there all the time now. It was this one dude. And I'm
That's
like, bro,
because they're
you got a long
old.
forehead. I don't even see how you got extra meat. Your forehead long as hell. You know how much skin it take to cover that forehead and you got extra? Like, god damn, bro, you need to stop frowning. You need to be happy. I'd be looking at my face. I'd be like, damn, I look forward to. And I look at people who I graduated with, like, damn, so you were old as hell. Hit the hard not playing.
yeah,
Yeah, some
that's
people
when you
have
know you
like
had a hard
donuts at the
life.
back of their head. They got extra little roll.
They got a roll on the back. They got the little ET head in the back of their head, extra knot. I'm like, what's wrong? Hey, I ain't bothered with you people. I am not going. Stoic, where you been, man? How's life in the A, the big continent, or the
Stoic
small continent?
9. What up, 9?
I almost cried. I was just emotional. I was like, oh, most of the 9 is here. I was like, this is beautiful.
Yeah, and then I saw Taze. Taze had a little bit more time on her hands. So that's nice.
I didn't even know she went live on New Year's. I would have been in there fucking with her.
Me
I
either.
was on.
Me
Yeah,
either.
I didn't see it
We
until
was
after
over
we got
here.
on.
Like, ain't this some?
They need to
You know,
look.
I'm
No,
just like I said.
Mo, I don't even want to say the name. The person I was looking at today, you know the person. I was like, God damn, bro. I kind of like 4 rows. Like, God damn, them motherfuckers just chilling. Like they occupied the forehead. They got like, God damn, bro. They literally got residential papers on the forehead. Like them motherfuckers weren't going nowhere. Like we bought this land and it's ours and we ain't leaving. Like, God damn, no matter if you frown,
Okay.
smile. Like, God damn.
It's embedded now.
Nah.
When you get older,
That's not where I was
yeah.
going with the M's. This video was describing people with M's on their hands being earth angels, and then like being like intuitive, and I'm no angel, right? But some of the things, a lot of the things was like describing things I experienced.
Who's not an
Why you
And
angel?
like,
think you don't? Why you don't think you're an angel? From the description,
Right. Like, what?
well, it says
Oh,
earth angels. Like I've never even heard of that with the M's on the hands and stuff like that.
hey, I think I seen that same video. I think it's in my playlist.
yeah,
Matter
you're
of
an
fact.
angel. You're an angel. Don't let nobody trick you, Commander.
Yeah, sometimes like what you guys watch will pop up on my feed, or what each other watches will pop up on your feed. And a lot of times, like if something's recommended, then usually I'll like sit back and watch, like if it's a live stream, and then I'll see people that I know. They,
If my shit popping up, you probably done seen some crazy shit.
what, like Korean soap operas? I haven't seen
Yeah,
none of those.
y'all ain't getting no Korean soap opera.
Right?
Now I
Mm-mm.
found a community where it is a bunch of black people too, and I was like, y'all my ninjas.
I get Indian one. I seen the
It's
Indian one. I ain't seen
this is
no
a community.
Asian one.
This girl put I was scrolling and it was like, I'm addicted to these Asian dramas and don't try to fix me or something. I'm like, let me watch this video. It was only like 9 minutes. And then I started looking at the comments and I'm like, I was all in the comments. I went in there like, hi, my name is The Word. I'm addicted to Asian dramas. Nice to meet y'all. Motherfuckers laughing and shit. It's like a community in the comments. Like how they chatting live. Man, I forgot that the video. I forgot how many comments it had, but it was like people was responding to my shit, and then I'm responding. I'm like, we having a whole conversation in the comments.
Hey, there's communities for everything. You know what I ran into the other day? Like 8 people on panel, and I thought my phone didn't have sound, but they were all sign languaging. Everyone was sign
Yeah, I
languaging.
seen that. I read across that the other day too.
Maybe it was the same one. A
Yeah,
whole
I don't get
ass
none of that.
YouTube channel with a bunch of people just signing.
I,
I wish I
I
could know what they're saying.
the first time I seen that was on Bigo. Remember, I played the video when they was like
Yeah, I thought
beefing
of
on it.
you.
Yeah, and I thought that's why it came up because I had watched that video because I got it on private, and I watched it, and then it was like a day or two later, it popped one of them that channel. I forgot the name of the channel, but it popped up on my timeline. I'm like, oh, this is a sign language channel. I'm like, damn, they got a community over here too. But you're right, it's a
Oh, yeah.
community for everything.
Yeah, I subscribed. I don't know why.
You know why? Wanted to learn
Oh,
something.
Mo, when I first got on here, I was super petty. I was super petty. I was making clips and videos out of anything I thought that was funny. And I have a very morbid sense of humor. I have a very dark sense of humor. So I look at something, I'd be like, man, that shit ain't right, but it's funny. So yeah. I seen some people sign language and they was beefing, man. They was putting up gun fingers and throwing up gang signs. I'm like, they serious about this shit.
Listen, the people in the community where that Manny guy from Vegas unalive that couple,
Yeah.
they're crazy. They're like still beefing and still like come to my city and all this stuff, and I'm like, man, they don't learn. And I made a comment saying like have we not learned? And then they
But
blocked
see,
me.
some
They
people
don't
be
want
on
to
that
hear all
crash
that.
out. No, some people be they about that life. They about that crash out life. They about, they just looking for a reason to go get locked up with a bunch of men that smell butts and feet. Some people about that shit.
That's crazy. I just find it crazy because like they've got children, they're married, and they're acting like that. Like they're
Yeah.
willing to risk their life,
Mhm.
either way, either either be eliminated or be in prison for life over some YouTube stuff. People just talking crap. That's wild.
That's what I said, man. I ain't coming to see nobody. You say whatever the hell you want to say. I'm probably gonna ignore you anyway. I'm straight. I am not about to. It took too long and too hard for me to get where I'm at, and I ain't about to throw it away because somebody said something. I might get mad or something on here. I don't even get that mad half of the time. Sometimes I laugh the shit off. I might be in a bad mood and people play too much, and then I set them straight. But I might say if I was in front of you, I'd slap the shit out of you. But that's only if I'm in front of you. And I know I ain't gonna be in front of your ass because I ain't gonna be around your ass. You come to my door, I'm not even opening it. I might go through that motherfucker, but I ain't gonna open it. Not until the police come. I pay taxes. You got me fucked up. I'm gonna be on 911 like I am so scared. Boo, 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 boo. Oh shit, my finger slipped. I think they. I don't know. I think they did. That's how I'm gonna be on 911 tape. Y'all gonna be like, this motherfucker crazy. Goddamn right. I am so afraid for my life. Boo, 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 boo. They come in like, damn, you had to shoot 100 times. Well, my finger hit the trigger and it just everything came out. You got me fucked up. I ain't open no goddamn door. Like the UPS pick, man, I seen that shit, man. I'm like, bro, when they be dropping shit off on my door, I ain't getting that shit till y'all leave. I'm good. These motherfuckers, hey, people, it's people, bro. It ain't even me. It's people. People are fucking crazy. It's people. It's not me. I promise y'all. It's not me. It's the people.
We sure?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
I'm positive. I'm positive. It's people. It's not me. I don't bother nobody, man. I stay in my little bubble, stay in my lane. I don't bother people. But if you, man, see, I had to look. I wanted to come on here and have fun, but my fun, I understand like the way I present things. People, I think I rub people the wrong way. That's another reason I don't be talking about nobody else's content because I talk shit a lot, bro. And I see something and I find it funny, and then I share my opinion. I'm gonna have people mad, bro, and people gonna be all upset. So something come with everything. So that's why I found me a nice little lane where I ain't bothering nobody, ain't nobody bothering me, and I just cruise that motherfucker, bro. But man, it ain't even got to be nothing malicious. I just be being funny, but people sensitive as hell, bro. People sensitive.
Yeah.
Typing somebody chat and they think you're talking about them. Like, what the fuck? What did I say?
Going over there. That's why I don't. That's why I don't go to certain places. I swear.
Bro,
I will not.
That shit is certain, like certain. Yeah, man. I just don't even comment. But I wasn't even saying nothing about you, but you didn't flip mode on me and shit because that's what you used to. So I'm straight, bro. I just want to come on here, have conversations with people, laugh, giggle, help, motivate, whatever I can do. Just no negative shit, bro. I don't need it. I'm good. I ain't got it, and I don't need it.
Yeah, I'm trying to stay away from all that. Shout out to Mo Perspective. He put me on to this young lady named Chelsea Lynn. I went in her chat. We spoke about football for about an hour and a half. She's like, "These are some great questions." I'm like, "Yeah, I'm just asking because you here." So she's like, "Let me get off here." I'm like, "Damn, I ain't mean to keep you." You know what I'm saying? So we like those are the type of things that you want to do. You want people to get better and be comfortable in their conversations and things like that. That's what you're supposed to do. But when you got these sensitive people, it's crazy.
I had that. Why so serious? Oh man,
Yeah.
bro, you don't know how many people I lost because they thought I was doing subliminals. Like, bro, that ain't even in my nature. I ain't scared of none of you motherfuckers. I say what I want to say. You got me fucked up. If I want to say it, I'm gonna say it. Can't nobody stop me. But I ain't built like that, bro. I don't do all that. But if I wanted to, fuck you go do. That's the type of person I am, bro. But I ain't built like that though, right? Like I'd rather not say something than say something that's mean or, with malice intent. But because I don't do it, people think I'm afraid to do it. Like, no, I'm not. I just don't do this by choice. I choose not to be ignorant and diabolical and a mean person. That's a choice. So no, I'm not going to slime you and do none of that. I ain't got time for that shit, bro. But that's by choice. That's not because I'm afraid or none of that shit. I don't give a fuck. I don't think there's nobody on this planet who can whoop my ass. I'm just being honest. Because I will bite you, I will cut you, I will do whatever I got to do to win. So no, I ain't scared
Now
of
you gonna
nobody.
be
I
Marvin.
ain't scared of nothing. Fear don't live with me. So I'm not doing stuff because I'm afraid. I'm doing it because I don't want to do it. It's a choice. Well, yeah, that irritates me. People be like, "Oh, you just afraid to die?" I ain't afraid. Somebody came on here and was like, well, I ain't know somebody. And Cosmic was like, "You're homophobic because I don't want to teach my kids no gay shit." No, I just don't want my kids knowing no gay shit. Flat and simple. It's not that I'm home. I don't fear shit. I ain't afraid of no gay people. I'm just not gay, so I don't fuck with it. Simple as that. It's nothing hard, complex. I don't have to indulge in things I don't want to, and I'm not afraid to say I don't fuck with the shit. But
it's
I'm
good
not
to teach your
ignorant. I ain't
kids
about to
because
say it's bad for other people. I just don't do it, so I don't deal with it.
if
Simple
you
as
don't
that.
teach them, someone will though. Like, right? The internet, they'll learn it somehow. Like at least to
Well,
teach them what
don't
it
be
is.
upset the way I teach my kids because that shit. I'm gonna call it what it is.
Right.
You're fucking confused. You're confused. The boys
Yeah.
like and boys, girls like they're confused. That's how I teach my kids, just the way I was taught. That's not politically correct. I don't give a flying fuck what it is. That's the way I'm teaching my kids, and that's what they go learn. Well, that's just what it is. Now you
I
trying
get
to convince them, oh, these chemicals was released, and now I feel like it's a feeling, motherfucker, and you confused about it. That's how I feel about it. You fucking confused. That's it. Ain't nothing to it.
so is politically correct the new morality or the new morals? Is
Man,
that
that
what we're
shit
doing
softness
now?
to me.
Is that what we're doing in a
No,
few
no,
years?
no. People are not correct.
Nah, like you
I'm just
forcing
asking.
somebody to accept some shit. You forcing people to accept something that's politically incorrect. We're supposed to live in a society where people practice and be, and that's why I said, I don't step on what nobody else do. If that's what they want to do, that's fine. They can do it. But I'm gonna do what I want to do. So don't be mad at me, and I ain't gonna be mad at you. You live your life the way, like my wife. I personally, I have gay family members. Right? I rock out with them. I don't care. I have two gay friends. I have two gay friends. One of them male, one of them female. I rock out with them. I don't go to their gay parties. I don't do none of that. But they cool. If they call me, invite, they want to come chill, watch the game, that's fine. If they doing some shit that we both do, that's fine. But I don't do that shit. So they don't invite me to their parties and shit. When they do, they shit. And that's respect. I respect the way they live. They respect the way I live. They don't force their ways of life on me. I don't force mine. I don't be telling them like, you should go straight now. Just try it. Just try it. You never know until you try. I hate when people say that shit. How you don't
He
know
said,
until you
just
don't
try
try
it.
it.
Just try.
Like, what the fuck you do? That's like, just try crack. Yeah, show me how that shit works out. Try some fucking things. Tell me how that shit works. Fuck, I'm gonna try some shit.
I don't know. I think love is
Yeah,
love.
I'm sure your face, man.
I don't know
Oh,
what
just
love
try
is no
it.
more.
No, what the fuck wrong with you, bro? Just try it. Hell
Tell my,
no.
I don't know what love is anymore, Commander. It's everything is being, as Word said earlier, watered down. So I don't know what nothing is no more. I'm learning. I'm just sitting back. This is why
What
I'm
is
staying away from a
love?
lot of things.
Baby, don't hurt me.
Well, we've talked about conditional love, right, versus unconditional. Like what, and everything comes with conditions. But like, there's this one couple that I follow where the husband had surgeries to turn into make himself female. I don't know if he had the down there surgery, but his wife has helped him all along. They're still together, and I think it's amazing that through all of that,
Wait,
she's
what?
accepted him. Yeah,
Man,
like
I ain't
they're
gonna,
still married, they're a couple, but now the wife is married to someone that looks like a female.
lie to you. It can be perfectly normal to them, but sometimes people just be fucked up mentally, and it's some people who support they husbands and wives wearing furry shit. Like what the fuck? Look, man, I took I took my kids to the trunk or treat at the school. Look, I didn't look. It's some shit I don't know about, bro. I didn't know about this until the Charlie Kirk thing, and I took my son to the trunk or treat. It didn't make when I took it to the trunk or treat. It was these man and woman. The dude, both of them was dressed up like foxes, and I'm like, oh, these Halloween costumes. And then I'm looking at their car, like, and it said the Furry Mobile, and I'm like, oh, okay. And then after Charlie Kirk got assassinated,
Oh, they're
they
about
was
that
talking
life.
about his little lover and the furry thing. I'm like, what the fuck is that? And then I seen a video, and I'm looking like, oh shit. And then it clicked. Like these people at the Halloween thing, they was like furry people. They were furries. That's what they call them, furries.
It's
But
like the
bro,
one day where they can be accepted.
I don't know. I guess so. But that shit was like people live like this, bro. And some people accept them, and it's fine for them. That's their reality, bro. I don't bother them. Some shit I don't try to understand, but it's people like that, bro.
They
Just like people
They
who
took, you
like
know,
indulge in certain religions or practices on the outside, you'll be looking like that shit look weird. But if you involved in that, it'd be normal. You know what I'm saying? That's how some people look at religion. Like a lot of people look at Islam like that. Like, why would y'all live like this? But if you practice it, then you see it a little differently. So it becomes, especially if that's all you ever knew, then you'd be like, oh, well, no, this is just the way of life, you know? So that's why I don't judge because I don't want to be judged. I don't judge because I don't have to live with, I don't have to live with the results they live with. I mean, they got to endure. Whether if I agree or disagree, I don't have to live with the shit. So it's really not for me to put that much energy into. I'd rather focus on me and mine. But I understand what you're saying. Like, if you don't teach them, somebody else will. So, yeah, I built the foundation. And then my kids, somebody's like, what if your kids turn out gay? Then they going to be fucking gay. What the fuck you want me to do? I'm be mad at them? You think I'm going to disown my kids because they gay? No, I ain't going to disown. Nah, bro. I love mine regardless. But but while they're in my house, under my tutelage, I'm going to do my job. Now, what they do after that, I mean, that's for them, bro. I can hope and wish and think, but the reality is, no matter if I be the best parent or the worst parent, they go when they come of age, they go do what they do. No matter if I did good or bad. I know people who were like some of the best parents and their kids just fucked up. And then I know some people who are the worst parents and their kids are like some of the greatest people. So, I mean, that's reality. That's what exists. I can, long as I do my job, that's what I can control. Now, what they do with it after that, if I'm hard on them for the rest of their life, they still gonna do what the fuck they want to do. Only thing I can do is hope I instilled enough in them so they can make great decisions and better choices.
Now, there's some parents who will love their kids unconditionally. Like, what if they commit like a heinous crime, right? There's some parents who will still stand by their grown adult child.
I can't snitch on, like, I'll probably burn the world for my kids. I ain't gonna lie to you. I probably would. I'm not gonna lie. Where I'm at right now in life, I'll burn this motherfucker down for my kids, bro. I swear to God. If it was like, oh, I push that button, I'm telling you, everybody go. If mine gotta go. That's just where I'm at right now. Hopefully, I develop more as I age. But right now, I ain't snitching on my babies, bro. I ain't snitching on my babies. But I'm gonna do the best job I can possibly do to put them in the right direction and make them be prosperous adults. But I'm just not. That's where I'm at right now. And it's not. I might change later. I don't know. But right now, I'll burn this bitch for mine. I'll burn this bitch for my wife, man, and my mama.
Because
that's the unconditional love that's supposed to be involved with love. That's what I'm saying. If you got we had this conversation. If there's conditions, that shit ain't love. That's like to me. I don't care what nobody say. We can argue that all day long. It's just a thing, right? If you that selfless, you love is selfless. Like you don't have to be selfless. Like it's like, all right, I'm warming up to you, so this is different. But when you love somebody, that's a selfless act. So there's no condition that's going to stop you from being selfless towards that person.
So if your spouse transitions genders, you still gonna love them because that's love, right? They're just in a different form. they're still the same person, just
Yeah,
in a different form.
but we ain't gonna be husband and wife. We're gonna be friends.
You're gonna love them, but from over there.
No,
Not right here, but
I
over
would stay with
there.
I would stay with the person. I would stay with her if that's my wife, but we're just friends. I'm not switching up because that's what, like, in that situation you just brought up, they're friends. So I can understand it to an extent. Now if he steps
Well, no,
out,
they're
then
married and
she has
they're
to.
with each other.
Hold on, you
They
hold on. You said if my wife decided to turn, hell no, we done. Fuck that. Hell no. I'm good. Bro, I ain't dealing with
He
I
said
don't want no dude.
he said
Fuck.
no.
My wife talk about, look, my wife talk about, I'm gonna get a breast reduction. No, you ain't. Well, they too big. I don't give a
Damn.
they ain't for you, they for me. So nah, they ain't going nowhere. Like nah.
You're
She's like, you
wild.
never tell me no when it's about you, but it ain't about you, it's about me. Well, that make my back hurt. Well, get a stronger back.
Exactly. What it makes her back hurt?
Mm-mm.
What if it's
Nah, fuck
uncomfortable?
that. I said no. Nothing
Yeah.
simple. No,
Selfish.
no, no.
That ain't love, word.
Not
That
gonna
ain't love. That ain't love.
Yes, it is.
That ain't
I
love.
love the boobies.
No, it ain't.
It is love. I got love for the boobies. Look, man, why when women have small breasts, they want bigger breasts, and when they got big breasts, they want small breasts? Just be happy with what you got. Damn. Shit.
Right.
Because they following the trends. There's the trends that's outside. And that's another thing. Now, if it's a medical thing, it's something different, right? Okay, you need to
Yeah,
you
it's
need to
medical.
yes, medical. But if you just getting it, to get looks and things like that, and then get mad that they get looks and people try them, that's what you got them for, isn't it? I'm just saying. That's why I
Hey,
said this
there ain't
world is
no thing
different.
you can do with the look. The breast is for the babies. Neither one of them breast. I loaned them out. Okay, when the babies was babies, I loaned the breast out. Now I just repoed the motherfuckers back. Nope, they're mine. It ain't for me. It's for my enjoy. This is the thing, right? My wife provides a peace of mind. I like boobies, okay? I like when they on my head. It ain't just for me to feed. I don't feed on them. I don't get nurturance from them. It's like, you know how them cats be clawing and playing with shit. I need that, and I like them heavy. That's just what I like, and I got it. That's why I put the ring on it. I
So
got
she's gonna
what I want
sacrifice.
mentally, spiritually, and physically. That's what I want. That's what I signed up for, and that's what I'm gonna get. She like it or not. Look, I'm a bad motherfucker. I will develop a new bra just so her back won't hurt if I have to. I don't play. I develop a new wire in the bra, whatever y'all need. I put some memory foam in the motherfuckers or something so it can take the shape. Whatever I gotta do, they ain't getting cut off. Flat simple. I ain't
I was
signing
gonna
off for that.
say,
I take her ass to court. I ain't playing.
I
I'll sue
tell it to
your
the
ass.
judge. Tell it to the judge.
You gonna tell Judge Joe
I was
Brown?
gonna say there's women that have to get them removed, but they could also get surgery to have
Yeah, that's
them put
understandable.
back. So
That's understandable. Her back would be straight. I do worse things to her back than her breast, so she'll be all right.
oh
I,
Lord.
I can't. I
No, she'll
can't
be all
take
right.
him serious. Here we go. Here we go. It's the first one in 2026. Okay, here it comes. It's coming. Get to invest in word because her back hurts. Okay, man.
I'm telling you, I will make anti-lock on the back of the bra strap to keep your back aligned so you won't have to tilt forward. Whatever I got to do,
She's gonna have to wear a brace.
I get her a brace. For sickness or health, until death do us part, as long as you don't cut the boobies.
Words like I'll hold them up.
If the world fall on your head, I'll hold your boobies up. Don't worry.
If I got to carry it all over the place, baby, I got it. No. That's why I tell you something wrong with word. He be all right though.
I ain't never said nothing
He
went
said he
wrong
ain't
with
let.
me. I told y'all something wrong with my.
He stresses me out, and I'm not even married to him.
My mama said something wrong with me. So she should know more than anybody.
I thought it, Commander. I thought it was just me, Commander. I swear, I thought it was just me. I'm like, God, this dude, man, he does the most. Like, what you talking about?
Stress is just a
Like,
perception. It's just the way you perceive what I say. That's it. It's just the perception. It's just the way you perceive what I say.
like, come on, calm down. Nah, man, they
Well,
got me fucked up.
okay, so how many laws
Commander, you
are
what?
Mayat? There's 42 laws?
42. Yep.
Okay, because I heard you say
Okay,
you don't want to do
go
all
ahead,
the
go ahead.
42 days.
Yeah, 42
It doesn't
days.
have
That's
to be
long,
like,
man.
it doesn't
I
have to
got
be like
ADHD.
intensive. Because, I mean, if you're practicing it every day, maybe you just share the one that you practice that day just real quick. It doesn't have to
Well,
be like a whole big thing.
out of 40, but see, some of them correlate with others. Like some of them kind of delineate
Right.
them, right? So, like, but if you look at all of them associate with one another. They're like all built. And then, like, so let me tell you the origin. And this is what a lot of people don't know. A lot of people, I'm talking about an abundance amount of people, because this actually comes from the Book of the Dead, right? But that book was kind of created. It wasn't like something the Egyptians made. So the Book of the Dead, it was something they made, but it was tailored around the specific dead person. So back in ancient Egypt, what used to happen was the wealthy people, not like the common people, but it was more the wealthy people. They buried people with these scrolls called the Book of the Dead in hopes that their soul will have a guidance to go through the underworld. So every Book of the Dead, it wasn't one Book of the Dead, right? Everyone had their own individual trials and tribulations on earth. So you can find when the Book of the Dead was publicized to make it seem like it's this ancient Egyptian order, it was publicized through the scrolls of the guy named Annie. It was the book of the original scroll they found was from Annie, and he had 42 negative confessions. So what that is they believe when you die, your heart has to get weighed for a feather, and if the feather was lighter than your heart, then you don't go to paradise. You get ate by Semek. No, that's not Semek. Damn, what was the alligator god deity name? Anyway, alligator ate you, and then your soul was devoured. So you didn't go to paradise, you didn't go to heaven, you didn't go to the garden. If your heart was heavier than a feather. So what they did was design 42 things that you had to overcome while you was living, and when you got to the judge, that's what your heart was going to be weighed on. Well, it wasn't just 42. You can find one with 16. I seen one with fucking 56. I seen another one with like 22, and they all different. Like my trials in life will be different from yours. So it was customized to the actual person. But the first full one they found was Annie. So they called that the Book of the Dead. So that's where they came up with the 42 ideas of Ma'at. That was Annie's 42 negative confessions, 42 trials and tribulations that he had to overcome when he was living, right? So that's the origin of it. But they commercialized it, publicized it, so it sounds more profound if you say, "Oh, this is the 42 ideas of Ma'at." But each person had their own trials and tribulations, so each person had their own negative confessions, that they had to overcome. So that's the origin of it. So the reason I practiced it, because when I took a look at it, it had a lot of morality and it had a lot of structure and guidance. And I seen benefits before I knew the full story, just practicing it. I seen the benefits of which each law has to offer. Like there's one in there that says, I honor all let's say I honor, I honor all altars, meaning I respect all gods. Now, me practicing that, I looked at religion and beliefs different, because instead of saying like, "Oh, that's a false god," I looked and seen what it had to offer, and if it's some beneficial things, it's like shit. I use that too. Everything is a tool, so if it's beneficial, if it's benefiting me, not hurting other people, and I can practice it and become better, that's what I'm gonna use. All that shit connected anyway. So
Yeah, I agree with that.
that's a benefit it did for me, and it made me less judgmental on people, what people believe in. It made me a lot less judgmental because sometimes you tell people, "Oh, he's a Muslim," automatically they're a bad person, or they're a Christian, automatically, they have there's a stigma behind everything. It's a stereotype. So when you label somebody something, you already perceive how they are, or you already have a perception of how a person is, versus just experiencing the person, no matter what their beliefs are. Character is not based on the person's belief, but a person's action. So um, it's how, because you can have some Christians that are great people, then you can have some Christians that are bad people. Same thing with anything. So it's not predicated on your belief, but
Right.
your action.
Yeah, because the belief, you can believe and then not practice it, right?
hmm Most people believe and stuff, don't practice. That's what the
I always take it back to the gym. You can believe that working out, will make you a healthier person, but unless you're actually at the gym or working out somehow, you're not benefiting from it. You're not practicing it.
You
It's
ever see
just like,
somebody in the gym all the time, but you see no results on them?
well, they're doing something wrong.
Exactly. They practice it. Even that. A person could be a Christian going to church every Sunday, but they practicing wrong. So they have no results. Just like the gyms. If you're doing them exercises wrong, you ain't gonna get stronger. You might hurt yourself.
Right?
That's the same concept when it comes to religion and belief. You can be into the shit, but if you're practicing wrong, you can hurt yourself more than you can help yourself. And that's a lot of times that's what you see in people. They hide behind that belief. Oh, I'm this and I'm that, but not your actions. You ain't practice. Your results don't show that. Like the one dude who came on here, he was a Christian but drunk all the time. Like, bro, that's gluttony. Like, come on now.
Yeah, he didn't want to touch that subject.
Mm-mm.
He avoided that.
Practice what you preach. You're telling me
Yeah,
this. You're telling me that.
Commander, while you was going, your buddy was up here for a second. Wild Heart. He looked kind of good. I was kind of proud of him.
Oh, yeah, I saw him. Yeah, he said he had just got out.
Yeah, I was like, damn, you look different. Look straight. Look clean. Look sober.
Man, I ain't gonna lie to you. And this ain't no shot against him. It's just when I hear the word rehab, I think of Amy Winehouse. That's one of my favorite songs. I just like the no, no, no. That's like the coldest way I ever heard somebody say no. And her voice was, they tried to make me go to rehab, and I said no, no. That shit made me get drunk. I ain't gonna lie, man. I used to be drinking, dancing to that shit. I ain't going to rehab. I'm gonna keep drinking. Fuck it. Dad said never be a quitter. No, no, no. That's I had to stop
Don't
listening
want
to
to
Amy.
quit.
Man,
That's
these
what they
spirits
say.
in these music, bro.
It sure do.
If you
Man.
notice, Wildheart is a little bit quieter, a little bit more reserved. He probably thinks more before he speaks, being sober.
Yeah, yeah. He learned from his
I mean,
experience.
they.
I noticed that interacting with him the last time he came. That's why I was like, don't be too hard on people. I was just telling people like, don't be hard on them. Bro. Let them go through that process because there's a process you go through, right? And you can tell he's going through that process. Um, even though he had to go back, but at least he went back. You know what I'm saying? Because he had just got a rehab prior to Thanksgiving or something like that, and then he had to go back.
Right.
But at least he went back. You know what I'm saying? And he recognized a lot quicker. I need help. So that's what it is. He went back for help. And that's acknowledging. You know what I'm saying? So it's a process. That people go through. And if I can't help, I ain't gonna hurt. So, but I understand that
Yeah.
process because not only with family members, but I dealt with people fighting addiction. So,
Yeah, I think people
All you
judge
can
a
do
lot,
is.
like people that are really heavily addicted, but they don't acknowledge like how hard it is. Like when people get sick, you know what I'm saying? Like some people are just
Yeah,
getting their necks fixed just to not get sick. It's not like they're enjoying it anymore.
yeah, yeah. It's shit. I mean, going through that process, it is road bumps. So you never know what a person is going through. That's why I say I don't kick nobody when they're down. And just him having the strength to go back just tells me that he's serious about the shit. Now, it might be hard, but he's going through that process, even though it's hard. You know what I'm saying? But you can tell his demeanor that's not the same Wild Heart I met when I first came on here. He was just loud and the shit that he was doing on here. Like that day he did that stuff on here live, I was like, oh, bro, you crashing out.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But he fixed that shit. That's not the same person, man. And that's why I was saying, like, honor virtue, acknowledging it, and not only yourself but in other people. Just acknowledging, him having the strength to go through that process, that can be beneficial to him, to help him with that process versus trying to kick him. You know what I'm saying? That's
Yeah.
why I told people, like, look, don't be hard on him. He did some shit in the past, but he ain't doing it now, so let that shit go. If he was still doing it, then it'd be a different story. But that's night and day, man. We got to
Yeah.
recognize that shit when people do make those advancements and changes, because it's easy to slip. And I just don't want to be the part of the process of nobody, going backwards, just moving forward.
Right.
You know.
Yeah, you don't want to put that on yourself or the other person.
Because all
What
you
the
can really
saints
want
say,
is
ding 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 ding
process
ding.
the progress. That's all you can hope
What'd
for.
you say?
All you can do is hope that I said all you can do is hope that the process brings progress, right? Because
Okay,
people could
okay.
process things and it don't be the right thing, it be the wrong thing. So you just gotta hope that the process bring progress. That's all we can do. But it's going to be it's his work ethic that's going to bring the progress. It's his work ethic that's going to make him get further away from what was hindering him back then. It's all up to individuals. That's why you're going to need those kind words. You're going to need that sponsor. You're going to need that person that's going to talk to you any type of way. Now he's probably understanding that constructive criticism is not destructive anymore. You know what I mean? All of that is a process. And because he's progressing, he's starting to see the difference between certain things. So, all we can do is encourage the process. That's all we can do.
So, like when you're talking about the Egyptian deity, you I ain't gonna say you got part of it, right? But it's not about they put the animal heads on human bodies to represent the animal's intellect conquered by the human nature, how we are supposed to be as human beings. That's why you have the human body representing the heart, basically, and the head representing the intellect of the animal. That's why if you look at every deity, the is represented by the intellect. Like it has a parable to it. Like everyone has a representation of something. So, like when you think of my aunt, she represents justice. My aunt don't have an animal head though. She just got the wings. My aunt doesn't
It's a
have an animal.
she.
Huh?
It's a she. It's female.
Yeah, it's a female. And a lot of times, like when you're looking at Egyptian or Kemetic symbolism, Ma'at and Isis have wings. Both of them have wings, but you can tell the difference between their crowns. Uh, Isis has a crown, Ma'at has a tiara. But that's how you tell them the difference too. Like the hieroglyphs on the wall is one have a crown, the other one has like more of a tiara. But they both have wings. Isis has like three different forms. But Ma'at doesn't have a bird or animal head. She has the wings. Um, I think that's one of the only Egyptian gods that's not represented with an animal head. But the head was to represent the intellect of the animal and the intellect of the animal. Now, this is like Kemetic science. So the intellect of the animal is balanced out by the nature of the person. So animals are naturally instinctive, and their instincts are to survive. But humans are supposed to have humanity and be able to feel with the heart, like make judgment not based on the act of survival, but the act of thriving as a community. So if you can conquer the if you can add the human nature to the animal instincts, that was like a divine being. Um, just not solely making decisions on a desire to survive, but making decisions based on the thrival of the community. So that's what that symbolizes, or that was the essence. That's how they taught stories. So that's where virtue comes in at, because um, a lot of animal instincts are based solely on survival. But if you can combine those instincts with a human nature, how humans are supposed to be, we're actually fucking more animals than animals. But in that time when they created that, that was the ideology about it. Like having the compassion, the heart of a human with the instincts of an animal. Or not even the instincts, but the intellect of an animal.
Gary dropped off. I don't know. I can't click on anything, so I can't even read chat. Is he in the
I don't see him.
backstage?
Can you put in the back? I think he typed something in the back chat. I didn't even know he dropped off. Yeah, he said Gary sleeps.
Gary
Yeah,
sleeps, y'all.
put an animal head on people. What animal? The dodo bird. Sheep. I put a sheep head on majority of the people. A fucking sheep head. The everybody head is then the other person ass in front of them, and they've been led somewhere they don't even know the damn direction they're going.
Or maybe
Those
like a
people are
turtle.
fucking sheep.
Got their head
Huh?
in the sand. Maybe like a turtle.
I think they
You
got it
know.
up other people's ass.
Don't
Literally like sheep.
turtles like they
Most
hide
people
or they
have
put
it.
their head in the sand?
Yeah. That's how most people intellect is. Did this person say something? Do they sound smart? Is it believable? Okay. I'll run with it. Like I was watching some, I guess it was an Antifa protest, and there's people going crazy about, the Venezuela thing. And I'm looking like, bro, the people from there, they happy. And I'm like, what's evil to me might not be evil to somebody else. So I'm not gonna judge it. I'm not there. I don't experience it. I don't even know what the president been doing. But the more I hear, I'd be like, shit. I understand why people happy. I'm still trying to figure out why people mad, but I understand why people happy. I can, man, that shit crazy as hell.
Yeah, the
Um,
Venezuelans have been saying that they're happy.
yeah, that's all I've been saying. I ain't saying no. It's people who ain't even from there talking shit. I'm looking like, man, I'm just happy I'm in America, bro. Like I said, the shit that's evil to me, they'd probably be like, oh, that ain't nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like you talk about prejudice against the cops when the government coming in and taking your shit, bro. Well, you can't do nothing about it. You can't file no report or none of that shit with them. Like, bro, I couldn't imagine. You know what I'm saying? Just like they snatching your people up and ain't shit you can do because they got a whole fucking military. Like, oh shit. I couldn't imagine. That's some shit you see on a movie. I'm straight. I don't want to go through that. I get harassed by some cops. Fuck that. I'd rather go through that shit than that. Fuck that. What my devil might not look like your devil, but the fact is that there's a devil. You got a devil, I got a devil. I ain't gonna judge your devil, you don't judge mine. Fuck it.
Well, I think it's crazy is that okay, like people that come from Venezuela to the States, like I know not everyone's the same, but the ones that are acting up and doing, breaking the law, like you would think that they would be happy to be in another country out away. I mean, obviously they left their country to come to America. You would think that they would try to do well. I appreciate it, and
Some
like
people
not
you
break
just
the
ain't gonna
laws.
make happy. Yeah, some people you just ain't gonna make them happy, no matter if you give them shit or gold, they ain't gonna be happy with neither one. So that's just how some people build, money. But you would think it would make that's logical, you know. When you come from a land of non-opportunity and you come to a land of opportunity and you still bitching and complaining, then. But that's how, like, I don't even understand how people get that fucking entitled about shit. Like, people really be living in them worlds, like, they full of entitlement, and then when they ask to get a reality check, then they want to cry and complain. Like, you just can't say whatever you want to people. But from the world you come from, you probably came, but you came into a different world. I was
Well,
watching
the
this
thing is
video.
too.
Oh, go ahead.
No, go ahead. You're
I
watching
don't
what?
know where this was at. I know it wasn't in America, but it was like, I guess a tourist was in another country and they was filming, and the guy said, "You can't film here," and she was like, "It's my right." He was like, "Bitch, this ain't America," and swung on her. I was like, damn.
Whoa.
I was like, holy shit. Like, well, I don't know how you feel entitled. If I'm in a foreign land, somebody say you can't do this, I'd be like, my bad, bro. Shit, I ain't know. I'm ignorant, bro. Don't fault me. I don't know what the laws is. I'm trying to figure it out, man. Thanks for telling me, bro. I correct that shit. Man, he whooped that lady ass. Like, he was like, man, you can't film here. She was like, it's my right to, man. He swung on her like, bitch, this ain't America. I was like, damn.
Well, I seen this one lady, a body cam of this one lady in America who I think she said they spilled coffee on her. And then she started saying things like, I guess they basically arrested her because of what she said was kind of like going towards hate crime, because I don't know if they're from Israel or Palestine, you know how they have that beef going on. And they arrested her. She's like, "What? I thought America was like free speech, you know, but you can't just, it depends on what you say."
Do you
Like,
know people get that? Like, people don't even understand that when they say free speech. That's from government, bro. They ain't got shit to do with the common people. They ain't got shit to do with your state. No, that's preventing from government infringement. That ain't got shit to do with personal or jobs, or people be like, "Oh, I live in America. I should be able to say what I want to say." You better read the Constitution. That prevents the government from infringing, and it's still stipulations of that. Like, you can't lie on nobody. You can't defame anyone. You can't obscure anyone. You can't prevent, your speech cannot prevent anyone from their freedoms. So you can't just say anything to anyone. It's not fucking free. Shit come at a cost. And that stops government, not local, not state, not county, not a person. That's what the Constitution say. It don't say shit about regular ass people.
I did think
Like,
it was
people
kind of
be like,
crazy though, because
I
they
still
put
do say
hands on
about
her and they said that they're arresting her because she's the one that instigated using those words. She
inciting.
instigated it,
Yeah, your word.
inciting
If you,
violence.
your words can incite violence. Then because they look at it like this, cause and effect. If you never said that, this shit would have never happened. So it's your fault. You're at fault.
But listen, then I was thinking like, okay, well, where do you draw the line? Like, if somebody, let's say somebody calls you the N-word and then you fight with them, how would that work out? Like, I just don't see them
I probably get my black
arresting.
ass arrested.
Right, but like if the one person puts hands on the other person who said that it's okay, they're still gonna arrest the person that said the racist comment. That's inciting. But I don't really see that happening. I haven't seen any body cams like that.
You gotta push for shit like that. You gotta push for shit like that, and you gotta have the right cops. But
Yeah, it depends on the officers.
uh,
Yeah, because a lot of times the officers are inciting stuff. See, it just depends.
mm-hmm.
But she couldn't believe she got arrested.
That's
She was
what,
being a
like, man,
cat.
I don't even. When I was younger, I used to test my boundaries and limitations. I don't touch shit no more, bro. If I ain't got to deal with no cops, I ain't about to deal with them. Do everything I can not to, to deal with them, and that way I ain't got to deal with them. Well, if I got to deal with them, then you got to know how to deal with them, bro.
Which
You
is
got to
kind of
read the
sad
room too.
because, like, there's people that won't call the police, right? Because you never know what's going to happen once you bring in the police, right? Sometimes they make things worse. But then you have, like, unfortunate crimes that happen, like between spouses. And then they say, how come nobody called the police? How come nobody said anything? Like they were fighting and you heard slamming but nobody called the police.
Yeah, I just feel like most shit, I ain't even gonna say some. Majority of the shit I can handle, you know. And like I said, I don't blow shit. If it's something I can walk away from, man, I just leave that shit alone, bro. Ain't even worth it. And like I said, reading the room, this shit, I got too much shit to live for and too much shit to be free about. So if it's something that you can walk away from, some words or some bullshit, man, walk away from that shit. Unless I got to physically defend myself, I'm straight. Other than that, man, I don't really care what's going on. If I ain't got to defend myself physically or somebody else, if I see people all agitated, all emotionally charged up, I avoid that shit. You got it. You can't
But
talk to them. So
let's say you see a couple fighting. Like, are you gonna just walk away? Or are you
man.
gonna call the
I got no
police? Just let it
nerve.
go?
I know people who lost their life because they trying to help. So I'll be real with
Hmm.
you, man. I have to observe. As recent, like in the last year, I kind of calmed down the argument. But again, reading the room, like I was bigger than the dude, and I knew he was going back. I just had a feeling he was going back down, and he did. So it was easy. Now, if he wouldn't have backed down, I would have thought he had to put his ass down. I was ready to do that too, but um, I can tell that the woman was, she was trying to avoid the situation and get away, and the person wouldn't let her. That's why I intervened. Now, if she was like about that shit, I probably would have stood back like I'm straight. She was just trying to get the fuck away and avoid it, and he was like kind of bullying her. So like at that, then I intervened. I mean, I've seen that from action. But like if they was like going motherfucker, going, nah, I'm straight. I ain't getting into none of that because ain't no talking people down. It's not one side you can talk down. So even if I would have started helping, like I seen one time this dude was trying to break these women up, and as he got in the middle and kind of he faced one girl, the girl that was his back was toward, reached over, grabbed the girl hair, and everybody went to the ground, and it just caused a big mess. Like if I don't feel like I can talk people down or you know end it
Sometimes
quick,
they'll
then
both
I'm
turn on
straight.
you, right? Like you're
Mm-hmm.
trying to help the girl out, and then all of a sudden the girl's gonna turn on you too.
Oh, that happened to me in real life.
Yeah, it
You
happens.
start beating her dude ass because he whooping her ass, and then she jump on your back, tried to choke me. I had to flip her like, man, let me get the fuck out of here if I fuck both of y'all up now. Get off of them. Like, hold on, bro, you was just whooping your ass. Like,
Don't
what the
hurt
fuck
him.
going on? Don't hurt. Yeah, and I'm looking like he was just kicking you. He wasn't saying that shit when he was stomping you. He was stomping this girl. I was driving down the street, and at first I didn't know it was a girl till she tried to get up and he kicked her in the back. I'm like, hold on, bro. When I seen that, I stopped the car and I had to run like a house back and I tackled him. And I'm like holding him down, like, bro, and I gave him one elbow. As soon as I did that, she jumped on my back, talking about, get off of him. And I flipped her ass and got up, like, y'all crazy as hell. Let me get the fuck out of here. I had to fuck both of y'all up. I was like, never again.
That's why they had to make those laws because like sometimes they would not want to press charges or like they would take back the charges, right? Like dude would get
I
arrested and then they would
asked
go to
you.
court and say, "Let him go."
I remember, I remember this one chick, and I'm not joking. I swear on everything I love, this girl said this to me. She's like, "You will not fight me. I don't feel like you love me. You ain't willing to fight me." And I'm looking
Oh
like, "You fuck
no.
me fighting? I will beat your ass. Like, come on now. Like, you want me to fight you? I'm too goddamn big." She like 5'4". like maybe $130. I'm 6 foot, almost 230 something pounds, and you want to fight, and you feel like because I don't like she'd be hitting, I'd be like, man, chill out, and I, kind of push her like stop playing. Then when I get real mad, I just be like, and I walk away. She be like, you don't love me because
Yeah.
you don't want to fight. Like, nah, you just used to get your ass whooped.
That's why I
That's
think
what
too,
you
some
think love
females
is.
know that they instigate, right? They know that they were instigating. So then now they feel bad
Yeah,
because they know they instigated it.
I
I mean,
had
it
a
doesn't make
couple
it
women
right,
like
but
that. I had a couple like when they upset and shit, they want to. It's like they feel like some type of confrontation means that I care. Like, nah, you fucking crazy. That's what's wrong with you. You just used to getting your ass whooped and you think that's love. Nah, that ain't love. That's you getting your ass whooped. It's people like that. Like, and there's dudes out there thinking, well, if I don't smack her, she don't think I love her. I heard a guy say that shit before. That's how you know I love her because I whoop that. Like, that shit always been weak to me. Like, bro, you bragging about whooping on a female. Like, you soft as hell. I've been embarrassed to say I beat up a girl. I even got in a fight with fucking fighting a girl for. That
yeah,
shit, yeah, I've been embarrassed saying that shit. Motherfuckers be bragging about that shit. What the
yeah. And then
fuck
there's
is
guys
that?
that get whooped on. But
Yeah,
if you're a guy and you're getting whooped
eating
on,
pork. How many people have pig's head? Would you eat an ibis? Hell no, I ain't eating no ibis, man. That's my mentor, bro. Tahuti. He ain't no ibis bird.
I
I
can't see
hating on the
chat.
locals. Yeah.
I can't see chat. Who's talking?
Stoic.
What up, Stoic?
Well, do I eat pork? Pork. Oink, oink. Last
You
time
don't
I
eat
ate pork
pork?
was some ribs.
I didn't
I
know
can
you don't
honestly,
eat pork.
I ain't eat no pork this year. Only time I eat pork is when I eat ribs. Other than that, I don't even eat pork. I ain't had no pork this year. I'm planning on just going back to salmon and turkey for a while. The only meat I'm gonna eat salmon and turkey. 'Cause I can't identify none of this other shit. I don't know what the other shit that is.
Yeah, we don't know what we're eating.
No, we really don't.
Even like the eggs, now they found a way to make the egg yolks like that darker yellow.
Oh shit.
Yeah, because you know how like they say like the what is it, free range, cage free chickens have a darker yolk usually. Not all the time, but now they found a way to make the yolk darker.
I eat more duck eggs than chicken eggs though. I got a friend who got a duck farm, so I get we get a lot of our eggs from them. Like
This
right
one
now, I
lady
think I got way more duck eggs than chicken right now.
said she fed her chickens blueberries and that the eggs, like the shells, were coming out like a lavender color, like a
I can
Easter
believe that.
lavender color.
I can believe that. Because if they
Yeah.
eat beets, it'd be like a pinkish color. Because that's what.
Dogs can eat blueberries too. I didn't even know blueberries were okay for dogs.
Yeah, real good for dogs.
My dogs eat mushrooms. They eat asparagus, squash, apples, bananas.
Nola eat none of that shit. Nola, she eat cranberries and blueberries every blue moon. Like if I mix it in her food with like some type of broth or gravy or what is that bone broth bone broth whatever, she'll eat it. But just regularly eating it, like if it's on the plate, she ain't gonna eat that shit.
Yeah, if your dogs don't want to eat something, then it's probably not good for humans to eat either.
It's 3:50. Oh shit! Let me get
Hey,
my
I'm dropping
list
off,
off.
guys. Good night,
Bro, I thought it
guys.
was like two something. Hey man, I appreciate y'all rocking out. That's how it be when we be having fun, man. Shout out to Commander and Gary, man. I appreciate y'all. Shout out to Saint, man. I appreciate everybody who came through. Didi, Mo, man. I ain't mean to keep y'all on this long. I'm at my ass to been off, but y'all know what I always say: care about how you feel. These conversations to build nation. If I say anything resonated with you, do me a favor, hit the share button. Tell somebody, help me spread the word. Till next time, man. That's all I got.
And do it for the 9.
What up, 9?
Acknowledge me!